Hello, fellow star stuff. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. I know I was literally just playing this game on Saturday. I know I was literally just doing that. However, consider that we are back right now. We are back right now with some more of this game. With some more Zato. I love the world and everything in it. Yes. It's funny because with all three games that I'm playing, to be quite honest, I ended at a place where I was like, dang it, I'm gonna have to wait until next week to play some more of this. Oh man, this sucks. I don't want to do that. And it's the way I feel this way mostly about every game that I stream each and every time, where it's just like I put down the game, it's like, ah, dang it, I'm gonna have to wait until next week. I can't play anymore. And I guess it's just I don't think so. I guess it's just because Zato was the most recent one. I don't think so. There is something we're at a very important moment, let's say, in the story. So I feel like I want to try and play a little bit more of it. Last time, we don't need the recap, but I guess just in case. Last time we learned the secrets of all there is to secret, which is to say that Marina is a liar. Yay. I did call that. Yay. Most obvious thing in the world, but yay. I did call it. And then we learned a little bit more about what's been going on with Ida. So Ida, first of all, is alive. I did not call that. I did not call that. That was a bit of a shock for me. But she's in this limbo state of kind of just like nothingness, complete disassociation, so to speak. And apparently, according to Marina, the reason for that is because basically both Ida and Marina are hypersensitive to the code, as she puts it, which is that this world runs on algorithms and we're not supposed to be able to see those algorithms. We're not supposed to be able to see that table is 2233386, 684. We're not supposed to be able to see those algorithms. And yet there are certain people who can. I guess if you learn about it from somebody who would know about it, and then you get suddenly suddenly super aware of it, essentially. Up in the research facility that we've established at this point, we've learned that that's what they're doing. They're looking at this code and they're trying to break down this code, because if they can write code themselves, they can essentially become gods. They can become the universe's will, or whatever else. And so they have pills there to keep their researchers from also simultaneously going insane. And as a result of being, at least for Marina's case, I don't know what the case is with Ida specifically, but with Marina's case, because her brother works there and because she hears about things or knows about things from her brother, she's started to catch a little bit of the, the world's crumbling down around her, that sort of thing. Which is why she takes the pills as well, is because she's also being affected by it. So I think that's about it for the most part. I think that's the most important thing that happened. There was another minor jump scare last time, and the main character was having a grand old time. The main character is not fazed by learning any of this at all, which Marina is understandably pretty freaked out about. It's like, are you sure you're not like, what the fuck? And the main character is like, no, I do this shit like every Saturday. Like, this is just fine. This is normal. Very, very strange. I didn't go back and check. I should have. But I think there was one point, at least, just one, where the main character started, like, saying numbers at the very least. And I'm gonna guess that it's related to that. But the main character, of course, is very much... Surprisingly, it's not surprising when you really think about it, but I kind of like it. I kind of like the juxtaposition. The main character is very much like, well, this is the will of the universe, and you all are playing God. And we shouldn't do that. Not because, of the moral or ethical implications of that or anything like that, but more so just because we should know our place, and we should know that us humans, we're little insignificant specks, that we should not be doing that. That's her stance on it, which is kind of like, oh, this is kind of her ideology coming to a head here, and it's like, oh, I see this is how you would react to this sort of situation. I think that we shouldn't be playing God for a number of reasons. Because in fiction it always ends up being very, very bad. But you know, we'll see where the story goes. I can't imagine, I don't know, Azia's gonna break into the facility and, you know, just like shut it all down herself. I don't think it's that type of story, but I really want to know where it's been going, where it's gonna go from here. I know when we ended, we are in a seemingly dream illusion of the main character, who's like, what if Ida wasn't disassociating constantly, and what if Marina wasn't super duper dank and evil and mysterious and whatever else, but what if we were just at a cake shop eating cake together like normal friends? What if? So that's kind of where we're at right now. But let me go ahead and tab into the game, and then let's continue from there. We made some good progress, actually. Oh, my controller is connecting and disconnecting, which is always wonderful. That's just so great. That's just so great. I can't wait for that. We got some good progress last time, because we did a 5-hour stream last time, which is pretty good. I don't think we're gonna do as long of a stream today, but hopefully we get through some a good amount of it, because I've been really enjoying the story so far. So let me go ahead and load. And then where were we last time? We were at this one. All right, and hopefully it's just this one song, man. I don't vibe with this song because this song just means disaster is waiting for me. I don't know whether it's just the main character being on her bullshit, or if it's the game trying to jump scare me. Whatever else, it doesn't matter. It just means disaster. So we'll see how this goes and where this goes. How's that embarrassing? Huh? Ida. What? Don't look at me like that. Oh, it's okay, you know. You're a young lady after all. Nothing to be shy about, right, Azia? Yeah. I think romance can be, really cute. You... She still hates us in every timeline. In every timeline, she still hates us. What are your favorites? Gotta be fantasy, right? Ooh, what type of guy? Werewolf? Vampire? Maybe a charming vagabond. A vagabond, huh? Maybe someone like a gracious elf? Are there elf romances? There sure are, but there sure are a lot of them. There must be. We need an expert opinion. Hey, Ida, are elf romances a thing? One more word and this fork is going in your windpipe. Wow, scary! Azia, let's switch places. Am I your meat shield? Even in this fantasy that isn't real, still, somehow Azia is still getting the brunt of everything, isn't she? Am I your meat shield? How crude! You're like a buffer zone. You see, in world politics. So, what were you doing yesterday, Azia? Hey now. Oh, actually, I was writing. Oh? I got really invested, I guess. Seriously? After all that setup? What setup? It's not embarrassing at all. Sorry, I keep going back and forth because it's like, where do I want to... All three of them are in a scene now. This has never happened before. It's like, ah, shit. What about the vocal placement? What do I do? We wing it. We ball. That's what we do. It's not embarrassing at all. I was hoping for something gross or crazy. Or crazy gross. Ow! A windpipe! Shut up. Shut up. So, how'd it go? Well... I finished something. Something? Yes. Come on, you can't say that and not elaborate. There's nothing to elaborate on. It's a poem. Oh, cool. Yeah. You gonna read it? No way. Boo, come on, I like your stuff. Don't be greedy. Greedy? I like it too. See? You guys, you're gonna think it's weird. So what? You're kind of weird and we like you. Ow! Again? Your poetry's cool. That's what I'm saying! Thank you, but, crap. It's just embarrassing, okay? Yeah, we got that much. What's the point of writing something if you won't let anyone read it? Well, there's a few good reasons for that. Sometimes you're writing just for you. You can draw or anything just for you. But I get it. Elsie would never share any of her writing with the world ever. It's like sometimes you gotta give her a little push. Well, I enjoy doing it. And hey, you were working on it all night, right? Something must have really inspired you. Yes, that's right. Something did. What was it? It was. Oh my god. No, I don't want to do this anymore. What was it? It's probably from Tazia or something. I don't know. Let me take a sip of my tea here before all hell breaks loose. Hold on. I never drink enough water before stream. I never do it. I never, ever do it. Of course. It was you. Huh? You mean Ida? I wrote this poem to you. That day you got angry at me. You talked to me as if I were a stranger, and I got so scared. But I had already decided I'd write you a poem. I just knew I had to finish it that day. Maybe then you wouldn't be so mad at me. Because you said you liked them. I'm sorry. It's a weird thing to do without asking. Hey, not at all. It's cute. You think? Yeah. Well, then maybe I'll read it out if you don't mind. Are we gonna finally learn? I guess we're gonna finally learn the poem then. What was it about? I mean, we know it's about Ida now, but like, what was it specifically? I thought it was gonna play at the very end of the game. Never mind. All my theories are gone. They're dust. They're crumbling into nothingness. I was so bad at calling everything. Most things, to be honest. A little bit. Some things I got correct, but most of it, nah. Go right ahead. Another voiced scene?
Черный день разлился
Yep.
кляксой по паркету, по плите. Раззадоренная масса мажет руки в темноте. Спички чиркают о фосфор, дым ложится на ладонь. Выгорает запах газа, и в ушах трещит огонь. Как тепло, светло и мило, хоть на коже холодок. Это добрая картина, хоть висит наискосок.
Okay, gotta read this really quickly. A black day splattered on a parquet on tiles. A roused mass soils its hand in darkness. Matches strike at the forest. Smoke lays in my palm. The smell of gas is burning out and fire crackles in my ears. It's so warm, bright, and sweet. Even as a chill runs down my skin, it's a wholesome painting, even if it hangs askew. Interesting. Oh, we're back here again. We're back to doom and destruction. Did all that really happen? Did we just say the poem out loud? Interesting. Oh, I really... Interesting. I have to go back and reread that one. I definitely did not absorb even like, I don't know, like 50% of it. I definitely did not absorb that. When she said it was about her, I thought it would be more like, I don't know, you the spark and the joy of the thing that must, I don't know, something poetry adjacent, but it was very different. It is kind of about, right, a spark, but it is something more like a miracle in a desolate land, I think. I don't know, is it in the log? Also, hello, Karansha, welcome on in. Thank you so much for the 10 stream streak. Welcome on in. I know you're probably avoiding spoilers, but thank you for stopping on by. I appreciate it. Happy birthday. It's not my birthday. It's not my birthday. Happy birthday, but it's not my birthday. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for stopping on by. I appreciate it. Huh. I have to go back and reread that one. That was an interesting one though. They were it was I was not expecting it. I was like, I just gotta go. Get through it. At least I did get through it, but now Marina is staring at me like I'm the devil or something. Gosh darn it. I've never heard your poetry before. Sorry. I know it's dumb. I don't know. It suits you. Is that good or bad? Neither. It's just you. Bit more aggressive than what I'd expected, but hey, I like it. Yeah, I would say so. But that aggressive feature of it is probably what Ida inspired, to be quite honest. Aggressive? Uh, what? At first, I couldn't put my finger on what bothered me. The room was quiet. Not abnormally so. There was a soft mumble of a neighbor's television, the ticking of the clock, the slight sound of Marina shifting in her chair. It was silent in a very normal way. I thought so for a moment, and that's when Ida. Huh? Right. The tapping sound. Oh, she stopped. She stopped. She heard it and she knew it was for her and she stopped. Interesting. Okay. Uh, is she coming back a little bit? I draw a sharp breath. Ida's eyes, those eyes that have been staring blankly all this time, are now focused directly on me. Ida! Marina stands up so sharply that the wooden chair she was sitting on almost topples over. Ida's head slightly shifts, but only slightly, like a small, reflexive motion. A response to a signal that's coming from very far away. Ida! Do you hear me? Do you see us? Marina holds her by the shoulders. Ida doesn't react. I can't tear my eyes away from hers. Her eyelids flutter slightly, her pupils jitter. She's really trying to. Hey! Can you speak? Ida! Blink twice for yes, blink thrice for no. Okay? Ida. Here, look. The more sheet. Do you see it? Can you tap something? Anything? Look. Marina's arms are shaking, and so is her voice. As you can see, the title for today is written in Morse code. It doesn't mean anything super. I think it just says more zato. Playing more zato. That's it. But also interesting. The poem is what woke her up. I really wasn't expecting that though. Marina's arms are shaking, and so is her voice. Ida's eyes. I look at Ida's hand, the one that held the spoon. Her fingers are twitching. Such tiny movements. If you told me I was imagining them, I would believe you. Maybe I am. It doesn't matter. Marina keeps speaking, almost shouting at her, trying to get through. Ida's slender hand looks so small. When I saw her last there on the playgrounds, I felt just the same. Ida looked so helplessly frail. I wanted to reach out. I wanted to hug her so badly. But I was too much of a coward. Ida, maybe one more pill. Huh. Okay, let me take a sip of water here. Hold on. Alrighty. Marina drops to the floor and starts shuffling through all the scattered bottles. Has to be. They can't all be empty. I remember there was still some left. Damn it. I hold Ida's hands. It's warm. I feel her fingers lightly moving. Then they stop. I raise my eyes. There's a light. She did it. Where? It has to... No! Here. It has to be... Ida is looking at me. Not looking through me, not trying to focus on some object in front of her. She sees me. Ida sees me. I... found it! A pill! There's one more left. Okay, alright. Here, Huh? Marina freezes with a pill clenched in her hand. I can't see her expression. I'm not allowed to look away from Ida. Because this is everything I've prayed for. Because Ida is looking at me and she sees me, and that's all I've ever wanted. Aww. Aww, that's a new sprite from the main character. Thank you so much. I blink. And when I open my eyes... What? Ida is gone. Thump. I turn my head. Marina's knees buckled. She's on the floor, wordlessly staring at the empty space where Ida used to be. Wait, what? Huh? Hello? Marina, you said she would be fine. What is this? Marina? She lowers her head. Then the rest of her body follows. Marina sits hunched over in a sea of pill bottles. I watch her shudder quietly. What? What? Not this song too. Not this one, no. The only thing that I can think of is, remember how Marina was like, I brought the book with me. I brought it with me so I could show the mom. How did the mom get the book from me? How does that make any sense? Did she just summon her daughter again? Did she just summon her daughter? I don't. Okay. Have you noticed any changes in how you perceive time or space? No. Are you experiencing any unusual patterns in your thoughts or dreams? No. Do you ever feel like you're watching yourself from outside your body? No. Have you ever found yourself remembering things that didn't happen to you? No. I mean, isn't that what we've been doing this whole... Wait, have you not been seeing the logs? The jam signal? Whatever the hell? Log. Hold on. Have you noticed any changes in how you perceive time or space? I mean, I guess a little bit, yeah. Unusual patterns in your thoughts and dreams? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when I lie and say, no, what is this? Do you ever feel like you're watching yourself from outside your own body? I mean, she has a little face portrait thing, so technically, yeah. I mean, I guess, I don't know. Have you ever found yourself remembering things that didn't happen to you? But what about the jam signal? Okay, so you've never been cognizant of that. That's just been for the reader. Okay. That makes sense. I didn't think that she was, but just in case, that kind of confirms it, I guess. No. Have you ever seen anything lately that no one else seemed to notice? No. Are you being honest with me? Yes. Okay. Are there any places, people, or ideas you're fixated on lately? Ida? Ida? Yes. Can you name them? Ida, yeah. Sending my message to the universe. What message? A love confession. A love confession? Yes. I will confess my love to the world. I'm very close to achieving the right signal strength. Signal strength? I'm trying to play this right now as like, maybe this is the brother doing an interview right now and being like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Why are you in my apartment? So, signal strength. Are you using a radio? No, I don't need one. My will is enough. I see. Let's continue then. Does the world around you feel balanced, or like it's trying to become balanced? Yes. Why do you feel that? Isn't it obvious? Please elaborate. Yep. Okay. So this is the brother. I sigh. Lev pops a pill into his mouth while waiting for my answer. Ida, everything that she's gone through. Even everything that she's... Yeah, everything that she's gone through. This is a typo. It's a result of the world correcting itself. She caused a shift in my predetermined path. Then, when she disappeared from school, irregularities kept building up. In me and Marina, in her own family, and many, many other people. She caused a huge distortion in the world, so she had to have been assimilated into the greater stream. Okay, so we're back on the Ida is dead theory. We're back. We're so back. It's so over. We're so back. You know, not that I'm happy about that though, but I don't know what's happening. She had to, before any more damage could be caused. My voice isn't as stable as I thought it should be. Isn't as stable as it should be. I glanced in the corner. Marina's sitting there, expressionless. When Lev came home, he found both of us in the bedroom. I don't know how much time had passed by then. This questioning I'm in the middle of right now has been going on for a while. So that's how you see it. The way he talks is very monotone. I'm not bothered by that. Perhaps I'm also being a little too calm. Is that wrong? Not entirely. How do I do monotone? Not entirely. Yeah, I guess that's fine. I guess it's fine. He runs a hand through his hair, looking down at his notes. You're correct in that reality is always pursuing the status quo. But what happened to Ida is not directly related to the system rebalancing itself. Not in response to her, at least. What do you mean? It's an unfortunate result of her condition. She's been deteriorating for some time. The process has simply accelerated as of recent. So if you get too bad, you just blip out of existence? Our efforts... He shoots a weary look at his sister. Well, I'm just delaying the inevitable. Well, then why hasn't Marina gone? Actually, I've been meaning to ask you. This medicine, what does it do exactly? It's kind of a downer. It dulls pattern recognition and placates emotional responses. Emotional responses? You can't unsee what you've already noticed. The parts of yourself that have already degraded, won't recover. But the drug will prevent you from spotting new patterns, or at least lower their prominence. It also dulls the stress you feel from observing such things. Sounds rather useful. Why would Ida stop taking it then? She had her reasons. Ida believed that what she saw in the code was the truth, unpleasant as it was. Not being able to perceive that information felt like going blind. Interesting, so she would rather have seen it. I mean, did she know that she would blip out of existence if she stopped taking them? Did she know that? There's also the emotional factor. The medicine doesn't dull negative feelings, it dulls all of them. You can't remove intense despair without removing intense joy or happiness. It's a double-edged sword. You can imagine why she wouldn't want that. Okay, that's why. That's the reason why. But Marina, you said... Marina said she stopped feeling emotions due to her condition. So all along, it was the drug. It's not so simple. Marina's psyche really did change irreversibly. Sadly, the pills just solidified certain side effects. How much of it is one or the other, I can't tell you. Do you really believe that it's irreversible? Nothing to suggest otherwise. Well, actually, right before Ida disappeared, she came back for a moment. Meaning? Her eyes, everything about her. It's like she managed to bring her old self back for a second. It was Ida, the one I knew. The person. She was looking right at me. You don't believe me? It's not that I think you're lying, but what you perceived might not have been the objective reality. Why? Why wouldn't it be? I'm just making assumptions based on your answers. However, there's a high probability that you possess a similar level of code sensitivity to Marina and Ida. I sure do, but I sure fucking do. You don't even know the half of it, my guy. You don't even know. Let me take another sip of water here. Hold on. I am back with literally what I'm always drinking, which is water, room temperature water, and ginger tea. So it's there. Unfortunately, it's been another allergy day, and I honestly, unlike most days, I honestly have not spoken a ton today, to be quite honest. So there's a high probability that you possess a similar code sensitivity to Marina and Ida. Huh? But it's a strange case. Despite everything pointing to you having high pattern awareness, you don't seem mentally distraught. Oh, buddy, let me tell you, because the main character is so fine and normal, and I can list all the reasons why. Perhaps your willingness to indulge in delusions has something to do with it. Delusions? Don't be alarmed. It's pretty common among those susceptible to the code, though whether they manifest into actual distortions varies from case to case. I'm sorry, but you're deciding this based on some questionnaire? Based on your answers to the 140 questions defined by the protocol, namely the questions relating to your childhood. It's true that faulty memory might be to blame, but there are some inconsistencies, let's call them that. You can't know that. With all due respect, sir, inconsistencies in childhood. Interesting. So something got scattered. Basically some sort of trauma, something got scattered. Again, probably the thing at the car repair shop. Something happened, but... Well, that's like, yeah, that was childhood, but was it really? Because we're like in middle school now, and that was like 3 years ago. What? I mean, I guess technically, maybe a child, but it's not too much. I guess it depends on what he's talking about specifically. But she doesn't seem to remember is what's going on here, which is a pretty common response to like any sort of traumatic event. Well, we keep a record of certain incidents, so I do know a little. Huh? Just lay off her already. That's the first time I've heard Marina's voice since Ida's merging. It's harsh and raspy. I was there too, you know. Ida came back. I think. But it was brief, and she was unresponsive. Interesting. You sure your own symptoms aren't making a return? I'm not delusional. I tried to make it work. I can't. Not to that degree. Good. Wait, what do you mean not to that degree? Forget it. Doesn't matter anymore. Are you talking about the book? The one that was displaced? Oh, okay. I thought she was talking about like delusional, not to that. Like I'm not as delusional as Azia, apparently, according to you. So, hold on. I feel like I need to go back and reread here. Hold on. It was brief. She was unresponsive. I'm not delusional. I tried to make it work. I can't. Not to that degree. What is that? So you tried to teleport... You tried saying I have the book just by thinking it so. If I just think that I have the code for the book. So you tried playing God, essentially. Wait. I think? Is what you're saying? You tried playing God. It's like, I have the code for the book that I'm talking about. It's one blah, 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 blah. And it's like, I have it here. And then you thought that would work. And it didn't. Are we talking about the book? The one that was displaced? Marina grimaces and closes her eyes. Maybe Ida was onto something. Maybe I should stop taking this crap. Don't even think about it. She scoffs in response. Lev pops another pill. You've been taking a lot of those pills, my guy. Oh my gosh. Okay. What was I talking about? The return to stability. Ida doesn't have anything to do with it. It's the whole city. Everything is returning to null. Oh, so we're all blipping out of existence. We're all fucked up. We're all gonna die, is what you're saying. Huh? Distortions caused by individual people are nothing in comparison to the ones produced by the research complex. They encompass Vorkuta 5's entire area. Distortion caused by individual people are nothing. Okay, so yes, what you guys are doing. So that means the city will undergo correction, or rather, it's being corrected as we speak. The process started weeks ago, and maybe even earlier. Our detection tools aren't perfect, so it's hard to say. But the local algorithms have already become severely unstable. You must have noticed. Yeah, yeah, I noticed, maybe a little bit. We're giving it a week at most, the current code's rate of degradation. At this point, there's nothing we can do. So you're just planning on letting everyone die? Or just like, whatever happens, happens. Will of the universe, baby. Is that what you're doing? But we can make it easier on ourselves. How so? Lev moves a pill bottle toward me. Everyone will eventually develop the symptoms. Everyone. Shit. Shit. Can we leave? Can we go? That's terrible. Why are you not freaking out about this? I'd be like, oh my god, what the fuck? What the hell? Okay. Everyone will eventually develop the symptoms. Your family should be prepared. But why isn't the town being evacuated? It won't change anything. It's not about the area, it's about the causes of distortion. In one way or another, everyone here is tied to the complex. We're all complicit. Imagine just minding your own business in a town one day and then seemingly you get blipped out of existence. Just because. Just for the tee-hee and the haha. What? Please, take this medicine. Sorry, the reason I keep muting and looking on over is because my doggo has a new, I think I talked about this before. It's not a new bed. She's had it for months, but like I want her to get like used to this newer bed that I bought her. And she keeps fussing over it. She's like, sometimes she's like, yeah, and other times she's like, nah. So I keep looking back and like checking in on her. Please, take this medicine. It should help. Thank you. But I don't need it. These negative effects you mention, I don't experience any of that. You say that now, but it will get significantly worse. Even for you, it's very likely. I don't mind. The things you're describing, it seems like you're really afraid of them. I understand why. But after seeing what happened to Ida, I don't think dissipating into the greater world is all that bad. This is such an appropriate song to put in the background, isn't it, though? This is such an appropriate song. This is the main character's theme. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Because, like, you know... Why? Why? I think disappearing from life as just like a little blip would be kind of terrifying, yeah. Then let your parents have it. The medication? Yes. If you don't want to take it, fine. But let them have that choice. They're probably already... Just take it. Interesting. So they're probably already. Things seem to be kind of like... It was kind of like they were both like checked out. But it didn't seem like anything specific was happening at home. But Azia caught onto it. It's like, they're probably already, I don't know, going through it. They're probably already fucked, to be quite honest. Huh. I put the medicine into my apron pocket. Both siblings see me to the exit. So, both of you knew this was coming for a while? Lev nods. Then, if you knew this was inevitable, why did you try to keep Ida alive anyway? Wouldn't you? Yes, I would. Yeah. I mean, obviously you would. My question is, like, if you knew this was coming for a while, I was like, why wouldn't you try to leave the facility to be as disconnected from Vorkuta 5 as you could possibly be? That's crazy. Okay. So that's how you are. A winding path that endlessly erases its own curves. That's how I chose to understand you. But I was wrong, of course. It's an offensively simplistic way of thinking. I believed you were indiscriminately filing down each little imperfection, that every little bump was a slight of equal proportion. Can you imagine? I should have known that you're better than that. I really believe that my free will was an affront to you. As if my actions were worthy of your acknowledgement. So from the bottom of my heart, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I thought so little of you. How have I not realized it before? At the end of the day, everyone's existence is full of little insults. We're an ungrateful species. No matter how good we have it, we'll always be thinking of what ifs. That is how it goes. It's literally how you don't get complacent, and it's just kind of like a nature thing. If you don't get too complacent, you're always looking for food and resources and everything else. So would you really go out of your way to punish every person on the planet? Smite every conscious life form in the universe? Please. All of these violations are no different from the meaningless barrage of insults I hurl at myself. It's all white noise. It's all just pinpricks. For something to rouse you, it would need to be truly unforgivable. An action, a being that's rotten to its very core. The research center. The place whose entire existence is a sin. The place that contaminates everything around it like a plague. The town, the people, the reality around, everything is infected. Everything's impure. Really, you have no choice but to erase it. This city's not a pinprick, it's an open wound. Thank goodness it's healing. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Sorry. Looks like selfishly, I still wish you'd wait a little longer. I still hope that you let this gash fester some more. It's a horrible thing to say, but please, wait out just a little bit. My words can't reach you yet, you see. They're close, but they're still falling short of piercing through the atmosphere. However, my signal has gotten very strong. I feel that from now on, it will accumulate strength on its own. So please, let me look at you for a little while. Let me gather a little more love in my heart. I don't need much, just enough for my signal to go through. I know, it's a preposterous request, especially after everything I've done. You have your full right to decline. So this is part of the reason, this is tying into the reason as well, like why... When the main character says, like, no one's allowed to know about Vorkuta 5, and I was like, what the fuck? What do you mean nobody's allowed to know about it? I was like, I'm guessing anyone who is allowed to know about it would then also get caught up in this and then disappear. They'd get infected, so to speak, and disappear. You have your full right to decline, but I promise this is the last thing I will ever ask of you. Please, listen to my message. Things are so fucked. They're so fucked, man. Oh, man. What's going on? Episode 2. I forgot there were chapters, man. What the Okay. Episode 3, Asya. Oh, I thought Vadim would get a chapter, and fuck him. Who cares? Who cares? Oh, whatever. Okay. I would assume the one that's titled after the main character is probably the last episode, the last chapter. But who am I to say? Today is a good day. Isn't that a silly sentence? You hear it all the time, but no one seems to realize how dumb it sounds. I guess it's one of those common tautologies, yeah. Like close proximity or end results. It's not that I'm irritated by it. I actually find it rather sweet. But even so, you should remember that each day is inherently good. Even if you feel a bit under the weather, it's a good day. Even if you miss somebody really badly, it's a good day. Even if everything around you is changing in a way you fail to understand, it's a good day. The fleeting feelings of a human can't change the day's intrinsic qualities, can they? Still, I think I'm justified in saying that today, because I'm drawing a comparison, you see. Today is good, obviously. There's no other way to define it. But tomorrow will be even better. Tomorrow, from 10:30 to 11, the sun will rise. Tomorrow, at 10:30, the polar night will finally come to an end. Tomorrow at 10:30, I will be where I need to be. I can't wait. I can't wait. So, how's class today? Your friend's not here today. Who? Who do you think? Your pitbull, then. Hey, that's spot on. Isn't this... Oh, okay, so Vadim ate shit. He's gone. Okay. What the hell? Either that or he's classmate A suddenly. The bright electric light above my head stopped blinding me. My eyes don't hurt or water. It's white, pure artificial white, but there's no power in it, no substance to speak of. Nothing to affect me with. It is as good as non-existent. Yeah, you don't have a boyfriend, right, Shibina? Why's that? Dude, look at her. Be real. Bro, come on, don't say that. What? Are you gonna be your boyfriend? At some point, do classmate B and A, do they start changing into strings of numbers then? Possibly? Hey, Shibina, wanna go out with Igor? There is nothing I can be affected with. The light. No, I'm not looking at the light. There's no light to look at. The tundra outside stretches for all eternity. But it's not like a sphere. It's like a corridor. An eternity with clearly defined margins. Funny how that's possible at all. You're just so full of contradictions. It's very cute. You know, that's good. It'd be pretty selfish of you if you stopped doing your homework altogether. Yeah, I know these are the same things that Vadim is saying. I don't know if she's just cut him off entirely. She's like, whatever. Whatever, like because things are progressing so badly, or if it's literally just he's just gone. We all rely on you, you know. Yeah, you're the best. You're so smart. What we do without you? Hear that? The people need you, Shibina. We'll forgive you this time. Just don't get used to it. The tundra is an endless corridor. The city stretches its dimensions to their limit. This means the ceiling is only as low as the city allows it to be. The sky is only as tall as the city's tallest point. It's as if everything was set up for me from the start. Unlikely, but it's nice to think about it that way. A bird flies past the window again and again. Oh, there we go. That's what happened. I was like, that's kind of disconcerting. I talked about it last time. I was like, that's kind of weird. That's kind of, huh? That's what it was. It's a glitch in the Matrix. Everything is coming down. This is terrifying. This is genuinely terrifying. I'm shocked the main character's just like, whatever. Whatever. I used to count, but now I've stopped. I close my eyes and feel the hard wood of chair beneath me. I'm Asya. Asya is my name. It only took 2 days. It's been 2 days since I visited Marina's apartment. The time flew by so fast, yet each hour still felt like a year. I don't know how it works. Oh, there we go. So we're starting to experience the symptoms then. Ah, shit. Let me take a sip of water here. Hold on. Alrighty. Well, Tazia moved away 3 years ago. Does Tazia still get corrected, quote unquote, corrected by the universe? If Tazia was, like, moved away 3 years ago? Did Tazia have anything to do with anything? You know, like, did Tasia's family know, like, oh shit, things are going down in this town, like, let's move away? If they're moving with the information, I would imagine that they would get corrected regardless of where they are. But if it's just like Tasia is like, hey, we just moved away, then, like, does Tasia still disappear? Does Tasia come back at some point? Like, what happens there? I don't know how it works. A lot of things I've been pushing to the farthest corners of my mind have become harder to deny. Not that I ever have a reason to deny them. There's nothing bad about people casting shadows at irregular angles, or sounds and voices coming from the wrong direction, or branches moving the exact same way in sync. I think that maybe there's a little bit there's a little bit something there, you know? Or memories replaying themselves differently each time, or me doing things I've already done, but never noticing it in the moment, only after. It's all right. Everything is falling into place. The schoolyard looks okay. Still cold, still loud, with the kids still shooting snowballs from the hill. Though I'm not sure what they're throwing them at. The light is slightly off, but it's a little too blue. Yeah, I think it is. It's a little bluer than it's normally been. I think so, yeah. Was it always this blue? It's a beautiful color. Marina and Vadim are just around the corner. Oh, so we're still repeating. But it's a memory, isn't it? It's a memory. They're both smoking. No, they're still here. Gotcha. Vadim, are you doing okay? Or are you also just kind of like, whatever, who cares? We're all gonna die anyway, who cares? It's you.
Marina.
She doesn't talk.
I see. How is your family?
What a pitiful face. I unbutton my coat and pulled a small bottle out of my apron.
Here.
Huh?
Mom refused to take it.
Then force her.
I can't.
What about you?
I don't want them.
Vadim takes the medicine from my hand. He dry swallows 2 pills right away. Marina, hey. He taps her shoulder. She looks at him dazed. See this? Okay. He takes the cigarette out of her mouth and passes it to me.
I don't smoke.
Just hold it. He tries to open Marina's mouth, a bit wider to slip the pills in. For a moment, it seems that she won't resist. Say, She shakes her head and slaps Vadim's hand away. He smiles faintly. My eyes sting. I give the cigarette back to him.
I'm sorry.
I hug her, and she hugs me back. Aw, okay. But yeah, she's basically like, I'm done, I'm out. I don't give a shit. Basically, kind of like Ida. It's just like, I'm gonna stop taking these. Because what does it matter? The end is coming anyway. Who cares? Her hand reaches up and pats my hair. There's nothing to that gesture. It's like she moves on autopilot. That's okay. That's okay. It's never been more depressing. It's never been as depressing as it has been right now. Oh, shit. The television is still on. I hear its quiet murmur from the living room. It was on in the morning, too. It was on yesterday. When was the last time it was off? I stand still by the glazed door. The matted glass makes it impossible to make out anything. All I can see is the bright yellow of the TV framing my father's shadow. I don't want to open the door. I'm not going to open the door. But it's already half ajar. Mom isn't anywhere else in the flat. She must be in there. Yesterday she kept asking me where Dad was again and again. I didn't tell her. But her sheets were all over the floor when I came back. As if she crawled out of bed and then made her way towards the noise. Towards the living room. What the hell?
Mom? Mom? Mom?
A lot of dots. A lot of dots. I should come in. I should come in and talk to her. To them. My hand reaches towards the handle. The TV. What's that program? I don't think I recognize the sound of it. It seems familiar, like a regular news broadcast. But I can't understand a single word. I slam. Oh my gosh. Okay. Everything okay? I close the door. I can still hear it faintly. It's okay. My breath is still a little uneven. Why? It's okay. Sunrise is tomorrow. Right? Right. I'm Asya. Tomorrow is the best day of my life. Tomorrow. Tomorrow. Ooh. Ugh. My eyes snap open. What's the hour? I turn on the lamp. Okay. I wound up my alarm clock before bed, but that turned out to be unnecessary. In the end, I didn't get a wink of sleep. Meanwhile, I have my alarm for break here on stream, and it's happening right now. It's happening right now. Dang, what the fuck? I don't know where the story is going to go from here, but it is so interesting. I don't want to put the game down. But it's time for break. As you know, we have to do break, and it's time for break. If you are here, stretch, get some water, all the good stuff. I will be right back in like 3 or 5 minutes or so. I'm doing laundry at the same time. So I will be right back, but we'll continue the insanity and seeing if the main character will finally be able to transmit her signal throughout the universe. Hopefully. Hopefully. I'm begging her to do so, and maybe that can save us all. Possibly. I don't know. See you then. Alrighty, I am back. Let me go over back to game screen. And then I'm guessing, so what happened with the book was that ultimately what happened was not that, Ida's mother has any sort of like specific power or anything like that. It's more so just because your memories get all fucked up, she did not remember that, like, hey, I actually gave Ida the book. I actually gave Ida the book for Marina. She didn't remember that, and so she was so shocked. It's like, I thought I had the book with me. I thought for sure. It's like, no, it was just you misremembering. Basically, we're in a time in which everyone is the biggest unreliable narrator of their lives, of their whole entire lives, which is not a fun feeling. That has got to suck. But that was what was happening. Okay. Let me go over here, tab back into the game, and then continuing with the madness. The absolute insanity, the absolute madness. I wound up my alarm clock before bed, but that turned out to be unnecessary. In the end, I didn't get a wink of sleep. My heart wouldn't stop beating out of my chest, and my head buzzed like crazy. What a mess. It was like the night before the school trip, too. It was like that the night before the school trip, too. It was really inconvenient. The school trip or just a school trip? Oh well. I feel much calmer now. I wonder why. It's day X after all. Maybe it's a kind of acceptance. Yeah, I suppose. Whatever happens, happens. Yeah, whatever happens, happens. It's a dim winter morning. I sit in the kitchen waiting for the tea to brew. I've already ripped the top sheet off the calendar. It's December 28th. Oh yeah, we were like keeping track of the days. Never mind, Christmas didn't have shit to do with anything. Christmas didn't really matter all that much. It was just more so New Year's is what matters. When we turn over to the new year, we're either all gonna be dead or we're all gonna be alive. I don't know how that's gonna work, but we're gonna see here in a few days then. Just 3 more days until New Year's. Shit. 3 days. I totally forgot to get a present for my parents. There's been so much stuff going on, it really slipped my mind. I'm just making excuses. Not that it matters now, but... I stand up. Suddenly, I feel inclined to do something that I really shouldn't. I know it's bad, but if I don't check for it now, then it'll be very sad, I think. I grab a stool and drag it out to the big wardrobe in the hallway. I found a spot by accident while looking for something a couple of years ago. It also just occurred to me, if your poetry, and granted, it was specifically about Ida, so like maybe that makes it special. But if your poetry was so wonderful that it was able to bring somebody back from the brink before they blipped out of existence, but it was able to bring them back a little bit, perhaps you should continue to do that in the next 3 days and hope for something, to work when you send out that signal. Hopefully, I don't know, maybe we'll reach the universe and something will happen. We'll be like, yeah, you know what? Maybe we're not going to kill all of you. Maybe we're not going to do that. Maybe that's a little too extreme. You know what? I found the spot by accident while looking for something a couple of years ago. Up on the highest shelf behind the shoeboxes is where they hide my birthday presents. The ones for New Year's, I assume. I've never checked the place after discovering it. Even though I was really curious sometimes, I didn't want to ruin the surprise. But this time, I see it. A colorful wrapper. For a second, I hesitate. This is it. This is my New Year's gift. It feels so wrong looking at it early. But, my hand reaches out and grabs the package. I giddily climb down from the stool. To my room. I don't want to tear the wrapping paper, so it just takes a few minutes to open. Whatever is inside feels soft. No, not really. Is it? Oh, I see. It's both hard and soft. 2 whole presents. Wow. First is a hardcover journal. Yep, I thought for sure. I was like, it's gonna be a notebook because they know you like to write, probably. First is a hardcover journal. I peek inside. Wow. The paper is so good quality. It even has a little introduction page for me to write my name on. Man, I really feel like writing something now. This is so cool. Have you ever just gotten a gift? I've had this as well. I think one of my favorite gifts, and I don't know where it is anymore. I hate that I lost it. I don't know. I feel like somebody in school took it. That's what I feel, but maybe I'm wrong about it. One of the best gifts that has ever been given to me is by an aunt who knows that I really like writing, or at least I liked writing at the time. And she gave me a like all-in-one sort of pen thing that was it was really ridiculous, the design, but I liked it. It was just like so gadgety, you know. It was like a ruler, and it was a pen, and also a pencil, and I don't know, like also like a lead like a lead mechanical pencil, and it had like a stylus tip, and it had like all this different stuff. All this different stuff. It was so good. It was a pretty it was a pretty good gift. It was really good quality, even though it is really gimmicky, but like I loved it. I was like, whoa. Whoa. Man, I wish I still had it, but it's like one of the best gifts. Writers, when you have friends like that, writers like really appreciate things like that. It's like they, at least for me, I remember it. I've had like a friend also gift me a pen, a really special pen, and it's like, yeah, you could be a writer with this because you like writing. So it's like different things like that. Man, I feel like writing something now. This is so cool. Huh? The first page. The one right after the introduction. It's missing. I didn't notice it at first, but upon closer look, it definitely looks like someone tore it out. But why? The other part of the present. I hold a pair of mittens in my hands. They're a soft cream color with a neat red pattern on the cuff. I put them on. They're really warm. I pat my face with them. I stare down at the presents I've opened too early. Yeah, why did I do that? They're gonna be angry. More so than anything in this moment, I would be like, oh, they're gonna kill me. They're gonna kill me. I should write something in the journal, but I don't. I don't have the time. I can't come up with a poem this quickly, and it takes a while for me to draw anything good. Not that I'm all that good at drawing in the first place. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I need to finish my tea. I need to go soon. Damn it, anything! Anything will do. I can't leave the journal blank. But they'll know. It's like, hey, that's odd. Something is written in the journal. That's not supposed to be there. They'll know. They'll know. Don't ruin it. Don't ruin the surprise. Let me take a sip of water. Again. Alrighty. Doggo looks so uncomfortable in the bed. It's not... It's a little lopsided. I should fix that. Next break, I'm gonna fix that. It's a little lopsided. It's a little, like... I think as well, it's supposed to have, like, a cushioning around it. So it's, like, it's kind of like the bed, and then around it in a little loop is kind of, like, the... like, this outer shell thing. And dogs like to feel protected, so it's supposed to be nice. But I think she really likes to, like, hang her head off the side of the bed. So it's not really allowing her to do that. So she's just trying to put all of her weight onto one side, and it's just coming across as lopsided. It's not really working. Day one, it's not really working so great, unfortunately. I can't leave the journal blank. Mom wanted me to write in it. She wanted me to have it. She brought it. She wrapped it in pretty paper. She hoped I liked it. I like it. I really, really like it. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna write in it as long as I can. I'm gonna write about how much I like it. And I'll write about how cool the hardcover is and how smooth the paper feels. And I'll write about how soft and pretty the mittens are. I thought she gave up knitting a long time ago. Well, maybe I just didn't care to ask. That's probably the case. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I never talked with you as much as I should have. Have we ever talked? We have, right? I'm not sure. I'll apologize to you again and again. I'll write 2 pages of apology. No, 3. And I'll write about how grateful I am to you. Oh no, it's happening. It's happening. A spiral is happening. No, 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 no. Don't do it. Don't do it. Please don't jump scare me. I'll thank you many times. There has to be at least as many thank yous as there are sorries. I still need to write more. That's okay. I've got more to say. I'll write about how much I love you too. That's gonna be a lot. You can see the text going faster as well. It's just more like, no, please stop. It's gotta be. I'll list everything that I love about you. It'll be a little difficult at first, as embarrassing as it is to admit, but I'll try. I'll really try. I love your cooking. Well, to be perfectly honest, I never really liked the meals too much, but watching you cook always felt so nice. I love when you talk about something with a smile. I can't remember the last time that happened, but I know that it did, and it made me happy. I love how pretty you are, especially when you put on that dress. You know, the flowery one. And I love how you ask me about my day and what I would like from the store. And I love it when you... My face is red about how hard I'm thinking. My head's starting to hurt. Why is it so hard to come up with this stuff? Isn't it wrong? Shouldn't these things come naturally? Doesn't it make me a terrible child? It's like there's this border in my mind that I can't cross. All I can reach is the most surface level observations. As if everything beyond my immediate surroundings is swallowed up by an impenetrable darkness. It's like my memories are... That's right. Of course, that would make sense. I looked down at the notebook. Despite my reservations, I've managed to exhaust a good dozen pages. Hopefully they don't see that. Hopefully they don't freaking see that. Skimming them now, my grammar isn't very good. It was never that bad, was it? Perhaps it's time I've stopped. My hand feels sore. I shake my wrist and glance up at the clock. Crap. I really need to go. But it did feel so nice to write here. This really is a wonderful present. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I love you. Signed. Signed? Oh shit. Okay, alright, I was like, looking away, oh no. Is she gonna freak out when she stops remembering her name? Asya. Signed, Asya. My name is Asya. I close the book and grab the mittens I've left on the bed. They're really lovely, too. Of course I'll wear them. I gotta get dressed. The tea must be cold by now, but it's for the best. I'll just down it really quickly. Then I'll brush my teeth, brush my hair, make myself look decent, and then I'll be on my way. Luckily, it doesn't take long. I slip into my Valenki and take a last look down the hallway. The door to the living room is still closed. There's no shadow on the other side. There are no shadows on the other side. Okay, well, they've gone just quiet static. They left the TV on, but they've gone to work, essentially. I think that's okay. Goodbye, everyone. I leave my apartment. The door closes itself behind me. Interesting. Are we not gonna go back to the apartment? That was such an interesting scene. I also think that maybe it's gonna, possibly, unless it has something to do with the whole Tazia incident, I'm gonna assume that that's probably the extent of what we're gonna get about her home life, or like at least her relationship with her mother, I think. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I've been wrong about so many things about this game. But it's like possibly. In which case, it's more so like vague. It is kind of vague, kind of up for interpretation, but a lot of it really is just kind of like a general, like, around this age, you kind of like move away from your family a little bit, or just like emotionally. It's like, I feel like because when you're a child, when you're like freaking, I don't know, like 7 or 8, you feel like you could tell your mom or dad anything. You could tell your parents literally anything. And then in middle school, it feels like it's the very first time when you're putting up walls or like barriers up, where it's like, I can't tell them everything. I can't tell them everything, or something like that. And maybe that's kind of weighing down on her a little bit. So more of a vague generalized feeling that a lot of people can understand and relate to. But it was a really interesting scene. Not what I was expecting. Not what I was expecting, but an interesting scene nonetheless. Everything is so quiet. It's still pretty early, I suppose. It's Sunday, too. I went to school yesterday, which means it's Sunday. People don't usually get up early on the weekend. Sorry, I went to school yesterday, which means it's Sunday. I leave my apartment, the door closes itself, everything is so quiet. It's still pretty early, I suppose, it's Sunday. Oh, we're going to the mountain. We're going to the mountain. That's why. So that's why there aren't any. That's a good explanation. Even if it's wrong. Even if I know why nobody's around. It's really true. The wound is closing. Soon the world will heal. Everyone's gonna die. Everyone's gonna die. They're just disappearing. Oh. Did her parents disappear? Is that what happened? I thought maybe they had gone to work. Never mind. It is Sunday. It is Sunday. So her parents disappeared. Kind of like Ida. Probably. Shit. Shit. Oh my god. Why? Why is this pain? Why? Why are we doing this? What happened to my fun happy-go-lucky hours with Marina? Gosh darn it. The sky is a lovely muted indigo. I wish the street lamps weren't on so that I could see it a little better. The sun will have already come up by the time they're off. A pity, but there's also a lot of charm to how these streets look at this time of day, especially with all of the New Year's decorations. It's just that I seem to have grown a little tired of the dark. Don't worry, it's only a little. I like how the yellow lights contrast with the blue. I like how the snowflakes flicker under the burning beams. I like how the snow mounds shimmer when they're just outside the rings of light. Actually, I want to get a better view. Can I really do this? I don't see why not. I look both ways, more out of habit than genuine caution. It's not like we had a ton of cars driving around here before. Did we? I mean, everything's pretty close, so the cars driving past were mostly outsiders coming in and out of the city. We didn't get too many of those, I believe. That's how it should have been, logically speaking. I bet that's how it was. I'm sorry, my head has been getting pretty foggy. Please, bear with me. And like how the game, I remember starting the playthrough with like how the game kind of boasts, or at least it talks about in the description, that there's only one ending. There's only one ending for this game. There's no I didn't know if there were choices, but there's only one ending to this game. And I'm having a sinking feeling about that now. I was like, oh, maybe it's just the one, you take the good with the bad, and like this is pretty bad though. This is pretty bad, pretty nerve-wracking. I quickly walk into the middle of the road. Asya. I'm Asya. My name is Asya. Right, the street. I've walked here all of my life, but it looks so much broader now. I like this angle. It feels fresh. Walking down the road like that. No, I don't really want to walk. It's childish, but my body feels like running. I've never flown in an airplane, but I've seen this on TV. They have these long tracks lined with guiding lights, just like the street ahead, with street lamps on each side. I see what you mean. Yeah, it's pretty close, right? And just like a plane, I'm gonna ascend above the clouds, up to the stratosphere and beyond. That is my landing strip. I'll spread my wings, then rev up my engine, and take off! What are you doing? Poof. I stumble and collapse into the snow. What? I shuffle to get back up to see the person who just spoke to me. That voice, that laugh, it can't be. Hello? Tasia. Tazia? What? Okay, so you came back. You came back. Or maybe it's just a memory. maybe it's more so a memory. Watch where you're stepping, will ya? I haven't decided on a voice. I don't know a ton about you. Um, watch where you're stepping, will ya? Uh, uh, Tasya? My body moves on its own. Oh, there. I don't know what to do except I'm adding a voice. I'm gonna go with that for now, and then we'll feel things out. It's like, yeah, we'll do a voice from there. I fling my arms around her. She laughs and spins me around. Tasya! Tasya, you're... I I missed you so much! It's been a while, hasn't it? I haven't stopped giggling. It's hard to speak at all. Tasya is laughing too. We settle down to catch our breaths.
I'm so happy you're here. I really thought I'd never see you again.
Interesting. Okay. It really is just this grand reveal. This grand reveal. I wasn't expecting that we'd ever see her except in a flashback, but maybe it is a flashback, or maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Who's to say? Shit. Okay. I'm gonna guess as well, because like in the promotional art, there's one person whose like face is kind of like all blurred out. It's like bleh. It's like super bleh. You can see this in like the very first thumbnail on YouTube, and I'm gonna guess it's probably Tasya, but I don't know. Having Tasya on screen now makes me think anything is possible. Therefore jump scares abound. Right back at ya. Man, look at you now though, all grown up.
You've also changed a bit. Your voice is different.
Huh? Really?
Yes.
Whoa, that's bonkers. I didn't notice at all.
You still say that?
What? Bonkers? You got a problem with bonkers? I don't. Thought so. Tasya, I can't believe it. It's been 3 whole years. But also, like, no time has passed at all. She looks a little older, but her personality is just as I remembered. So, where are you headed? It really is kind of like a... Like, she gets along well with this type of personality overall, right? It's Marina, it's Tasya, it's this general, like, somebody else who's more animated, let's say, who's more extroverted. So, where are you headed?
Oh, I'm going to the research center.
Huh? Why?
I have something I need to do.
It's important. Okay, not to the mountain, but to the research center. Huh, so serious.
Yeah.
You're not gonna tell me what it is, are ya?
Why, it's not really a secret. I'm gonna send a message to the world.
A message? Like love and peace?
Kind of.
Man, we meet at last and you decide to act all cryptic. Give me a break.
Sorry. We can tag along if you want. See everything for yourself.
Why not just tell me? Bleh. Sure. Not like I have a choice.
Yay!
Are you sure you don't have a choice? Are you sure you're not an illusion? Are you sure everything is as it is? Are you sure? Are you sure we're okay right now? Are you sure we're even real? We walked down the empty road chatting like we did when we were children. I'm so happy. I just really couldn't imagine ever seeing her again. Talking to her, hearing her voice. Tasya. My memory of her seems spotty at times, but I'm glad I was right. I remembered her right. How you been anyways?
Good. I still write and walk around. And I've met a lot of nice people.
Yeah? Like who?
Where do I start? First, there were the guys at school. For a while, I didn't have any friends, well, after you left. But then they started talking to me, and, they joke with me every day. There's this boy, Vitya. We talk with him sometimes.
Oh, she can't remember his name anymore. She can't even remember. Oh, shit. I hope he's still okay. Somehow, even though he's a complete and utter asshole, I hope he's still okay.
Last week, he bought me soda.
Yeah?
Then there's Maria.
Maria. You call her by her full name?
No, not really. It just sounded natural for some reason. She's very popular. But she still finds time to talk to me, and we hang out a lot. And she brought me magazines to read with me. Oh, and we went to the cinema the other day. There was a Hollywood film showing.
Whoa, sounds fun. What's the name?
It was about a star, and
My mind scrambles for anything, even the vaguest memory of what the movie was. But it's like looking through the glass pane of our living room. Nothing but blurry shapes and muttering I can't decipher. You okay?
Yes, I'm fine. Sorry, it's just been a lot on my mind.
Sure looks like it. But hey, you're a real socialite now, huh? Who would have thought?
No, it's nothing like that.
I mean, compared to how it used to be. I'm glad to hear it, really.
I guess. Thank you. Maybe I shouldn't have come back at all. No! What are you saying, Tasya? Of course I'm...
I'm kidding.
Jeez, you're so easy to tease.
She ruffles my hair.
You're mean.
Yeah. Speaking of, the other kids aren't picking on you, are they?
Picking? No, of course not.
You sure? If I wanted to bully someone, you'd be at the top of the list. Actually, it's more so... Okay, so that kind of implies it's more so kind of a mix of Ida and Marina, isn't it? It's kind of just like generally all of the personality types that she would then get along with.
No. Seriously. The boys can get a little carried away with their games, but my friend never lets it go too far.
Your friend? You mean Masha?
No, not her. Another girl. Her name is Ida.
But even after everything else, I would still remember Ida. Okay.
Oh. Ida's really cool. She's amazing. She can come across a little unfriendly at first, and the way she talks is sort of rough. But she's a very kind person, and, now that I think about it, you two are pretty alike.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Well, if you say so. Wait, are you saying I talk like a brute?
I didn't say that. I said sort of rough. And I'm supposed to be the mean one. It's not bad, though. I like that about you two.
Uh-huh. Ever heard the words backhanded compliment?
No, really. I'm a little jealous. I wish I could talk like that sometimes.
You know. Nah, never mind.
Hey, you can't do that. Spit it out.
I said it's nothing.
Forget about it. Come on. Tasya, please. For old time's sake.
Don't look at me with those eyes. Seriously, it's gonna sound bad.
It's okay. You often say
bad sounding things. You... Fair enough. Alright, well... It's stupid. She scratches her head and looks away. Yeah, Tasya is just as she's supposed to be. You're kind of a wuss. Can't argue with that. So when I was away, I kept thinking, man, she's probably having a really tough time out there. Those bastards better not touch her or else. And then nothing followed. No else. Because there was nothing I could do. I was so freaking mad, but seeing you now, I'm calmer. You smile a lot more than before.
Really?
She nods. If those friends of yours are as great as you say they are, I guess I don't need to worry anymore.
Tasya.
Don't say anything. I knew it'd come out lame.
It's not lame at all. I mean, your worries, I was really sad when you left. I don't remember it very well, but there's this pain in my chest that whenever I think back to that time.
Yeah, you don't remember it very well. You don't remember anything very well, but it's like, it seems like you don't really remember things surrounding Tasya. Why did it get pushed away?
I think that for a long while, it was very hard for me. But then, little by little, I learned to be better. Because I realized something very important. That pain I felt when you left wouldn't go away by itself. It was my job to mend it. So that emptiness I felt, I decided to fill it with wonderful things.
Like being Delulu. Okay. So that's where it comes from, essentially. Wonderful things.
Anything nice would do. A tasty meal, a warm blanket, a lovely book. But I was pretty bad at it when I just started.
How so?
I guess I was picky, really. I kept thinking, is this good enough to qualify? There's nothing special about it. It's not beautiful enough. It's not sweet enough. There's nothing wonderful about it at all. Nonsense like that. But if I kept thinking that way, that hole inside of me would never get filled. Then I would never have enough.
So you lowered your standards.
I wouldn't put it that way. I think I became more aware of myself. I thought about my place in the world. I thought about what really counts as wonderful. When you think wonderful, what does that word mean to you?
Huh? Well, wonderful is wonderful. Something great or, like, extraordinarily good.
Right. See, extraordinarily.
And?
For something to be considered extraordinary, there needs to be an ordinary thing to serve as a base of comparison. Right?
Yeah, I guess. Fictional or non-fictional Tazia is just kind of like listening to this shit. Is like, are you okay? Okay, I hear you.
That empty space, the one I wanted to fill so badly, it was still part of me. So I came to realize, me, my mind, and body, those are my baselines. I am the world's measuring standard.
Oh, so she is the baseline. So not even that you're bad per se, but that you are ordinary, and therefore everything else around you, because you think everything else around you is better than you somehow, some way, everything else became extraordinary. Yeah. Okay. So kind of understanding a little bit more about her psyche and how specifically she's viewing the world, and still want to know why. Still, I mean, I get why now. It was specifically the place that which Tazia left. But why did you just... Why did you completely, like, block her out, though? Eventually block her out.
And when I worded that thought to myself, it sounded like my eyes finally opened. It was like my eyes finally opened. Everything suddenly became so clear. Everything in the world. It all became worthwhile. It all became extraordinary. It became wonderful.
I used to live under the impression that I had the right to judge everything by some universal quantifier. That's true, there is a median value to everything, that perfect straight line that the whole world balances around. But what I failed to realize is that this medium value, this idea of average, it was so far above me, so unreachably high, that the idea of me labeling anything as unremarkable became laughably brazen. I still had some trouble, but feeling that emptiness became easier. So much easier. I didn't have to pick and choose anymore. So, please don't worry about me anymore. To me, each day is brimming with wonderful things. So, have you filled it? That hole in your chest.
I don't need to do that anymore. Because you're back. I have you here now.
So can you start looking at the world around you and being like, hey, so shit is kind of fucked a little bit.
And I have my friends too.
So I'm not in the friend category anymore.
No, it's not what I meant.
I'm teasing, dummy. You still take everything to heart, huh?
You just don't let up.
Yeah, I gotta make up for all the lost time. Anyways, Azia, listen, the stuff you said, Tazia sighs. She looks like she's about to say something I'd rather not hear. Sorry, but I don't need this right now.
Look! The complex!
Oh, we're here. Is anyone gonna be guarding the facility? Probably not. Probably not. Huh. I run towards the entrance. Wait! For a second, I hesitate. What am I gonna say once I enter? They'll stare at me expectantly and I'll probably blurt out something weird. I'll make a total fool of myself. And then No, enough. That kind of thinking, that's just a force of habit. I know none of this will happen because Tasya is here with me. Because Tasya is here with me. Because Ida is here with me. Because. Easy there. Oh my god. Tasya looks over the door and the building's title plate. So, you're just gonna waltz into the place.
Well, I'll give it a shot.
The windows are all dark. Click. Oh,
It's open.
okay, off we go. But I can't imagine anyone's gonna be in there except maybe Lev. It takes my eyes a couple of seconds to get used to the darkness. The hall. I haven't been here in so long. It doesn't exactly seem familiar. You think there's a light switch somewhere? You haven't been here in so long, but you have been to the lab, is what you're saying? Have you ever been? Or is it just, her, like, confusing memories? Hold on, another sip of water. Alrighty. You think there's a light switch somewhere here?
Yeah, let's look.
Found it. Okay, well you still have a new scene essentially to place here. So you must have, maybe you've been here once in the past, maybe? But you were also like, what do they even study here? Okay, well, The room suddenly fills with light.
Ow! Tasya! Please give a warning next time.
Oops, sorry. I blinked to adjust my vision. Right. I don't recognize this place at all. I say it's been a long while, but it's only been 3 years. Everything from that time is still so hazy. You don't recognize this place at all. I say it's been a long time, but it's only been 3 years. You were here 3 years ago. Okay. Well, where to?
The top floor. So up the staircase.
Alright. How about grabbing a flashlight then? I don't want to search for switches every time we climb a floor.
Sure, but
where would you get it from? The janitor should have one.
I suppose.
The empty janitor booth by the entrance is open as well. Tasya marches in and begins shamelessly rummaging through the drawers. I skimmed the key rack. I'll probably need one to get to the roof. But for some reason, I had the certainty that it won't be necessary. Yeah, it won't be necessary. It really won't. All the doors in this building are unlocked. I know this for a fact, but if you asked me why, I wouldn't have a satisfying answer. Not here. Not here. Oh, okay. Holy crap, check this out. She pulls an outdated calendar. Every month has a bikini model to go along with it.
That's great. It's foreign too. Is that a Lithuanian? I'm not sure.
Looks like Mr. Janitor knew how to keep himself busy.
Tasya, we don't have much time.
Yeah, I hear ya. Soon enough, she fishes out a flashlight from a box under the desk. Now we're as prepared as we'll ever be. Even parts of that are a little bit, well, there's a little bit like modding now, but I was gonna say maybe like even parts of that are a little bit like like Garen, I would say. Even a little bit. Wouldn't you say? I would say so. In which case, it really is just kind of like all the personalities that she would necessarily hang out with. In which case, is that kind of... I mean, Garen was pretty mean to her, and it seemed like the main character like kind of flip-flop back and forth between being like, yeah, he is pretty mean, but like, yeah, like he's so great and awesome. It felt like for him especially, like more so than like classmate B and C and whoever else, it felt like he was really special. So I don't know. Soon enough, she fishes out a flashlight from a box under the desk. Now we're as prepared as we'll ever be. Our footsteps echo through the empty building. The first floor is still bright, but crossing into the second feels like diving into a pitch-black pool. After a bit of fiddling, Tazia shines the flashlight into the void ahead. The beam illuminates a statue by the wall. It's thin and wiry, but the shadow cast has a rather intimidating shape. There we go.
Are you scared?
Me? No. I just don't like this place.
I think it's interesting.
There's nothing interesting about it. Some big old garbage bin.
That's harsh.
That's too soft. Honestly, I know you're kind of like that. Shouldn't you of all people be a tad more critical?
Huh? Why?
They're the reason we got split up in the first place. Doesn't it make you all mad at all?
I suppose, but I just don't remember it all too well.
The way that I have had to pull up the log each and every time through playing this game. I don't like this place. It's a big old garbage bin, the whole facility. They're the reason we got split up in the first place. Yo. Aziot. Are you like... Who even are you? Okay. I'm just gonna move on from that one. Okay.
I suppose, but I just don't remember it all too well.
Huh. I see.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. Just a bit surprised, considering... Oh, whatever. Maybe it's for the best.
Sorry.
Apologize again and I'll kick you. We keep going up and up and up. The sky outside the windows is starting to brighten, but it's still too dark to walk without a flashlight. I think I'd be really creeped out if Tazia wasn't here with me. Then again, maybe not. There's nobody left to harm me after all. If I've made it this far, it means the universe has willed it. And if the universe has willed it, then I'm following a predetermined path. I actually named the YouTube stream pretty appropriately then, as the universe wills it. There's no point in fearing a fate that's predetermined. I shouldn't be scared. I shouldn't be worried at all. I watch the halo slide along the stairs, and walls, and railings, and I keep thinking of that scene from a cartoon, a really popular cartoon I can't recall the name of. The episode where they're stuck in a dark cargo hold, and the bunny makes scary shadow puppets appear in the flashlight. It got me spooked as a kid. If this is a real thing, I don't know it. I don't think so. Of course, I'm not afraid of things like that anymore. It's just a vague memory that keeps rattling around in my head like a coin in the washer. A little irritating, but it's not worth dwelling on. Which reminds me.
I know it's probably unpleasant for you, but...
Yeah?
Do you remember why you had to leave?
Ugh, that.
You don't have to if it makes you feel bad.
Pissed is what it makes me feel. I don't remember what they called it exactly. Some scientific mumbo jumbo. Osmotic distortion this, osmotic distortion that. Osmotic? Osmotic? Hold on. I am going to Google osmotic meaning. Caused by or having properties of I know osmosis. What I mean is osmosis. Osmosis. Unfortunately, I never watched Osmosis Jones as a kid, so boo. Boo. I need a refresher. Two sides. Right. Okay. Okay. What the fuck? I have to believe that all of this is happening in Asia's head. I think so, but it's just kind of like her working through maybe memories that she like, working through the past and like trying to unlock that before anything else happens. Osmotic distortion that. I guess the fact that I exist didn't sit well with them.
What? That's terrible.
Man, it just really got on my nerves. You were all up in arms about it too.
I can imagine. Sorry. Seems like I couldn't do anything in the end.
You did everything you could. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised they let you go after all of that.
What do you mean?
Your ability. Am I really God? Wait, am I really... Or I have the ability to... My ability to... Are you me? Are you me? Are you Asia? Are you really Asia? Like a different part? And you just like... What the hell?
Huh?
You know, willing things into existence? Yeah, okay. So I am the universe. Huh? her face right now. Huh? Hey, don't quote me on that, okay? I'm oversimplifying, and it was all pretty complicated, you know. Not like your wishes came true, or not like all your wishes came true or whatever. Wait, so maybe you are actually really here, but is it really you, or is it just like a version of you that I created? But essentially, they said you had the potential to cause big distortions.
Big distortions. That's...
I hold my head.
Right. Right, that does sound about right. Something like that. I've heard something like that before.
3 years ago?
No, not just then. Long after, I've heard very similar words.
I've known someone who said it. Someone who wanted to create a distortion but failed.
Because... And they said you were one of them.
Distortions? Pretty much. I think I tipped off some sort of radar. Is Ida real? Is Ida real, or did I create Ida? Is Marina real? Is Vadim real? Are they real?
I... See.
That rings a bell. A bell I can just barely hear. An office. Wires. Someone talking to me in a friendly voice. It's all so dark. It's impenetrable. Or is that me? Like, this really is a simulation theory? Like, I have to break out of all of this to go back home? I feel as if I'm trying to illuminate a ballroom with a matchstick. Damn it. Do you remember anything after?
After you left?
Yeah. Aside from the stuff you already told me.
Well, I
furrow my brows. After Tazia left, there was a jump scare. What happened right after she left? Things seemed to be pretty normal. All I can remember is the feeling of deep despair. Geez, it's fine. You look like you're gonna pop a vein.
I'm sorry, it's just really hard. I feel like I'm about to grasp it, but it slips away. It slips into this awful feeling. Like I've lost all hope.
Oh well. Who cares if you don't really remember the details? I'm here now, yeah?
Yeah. I'm really happy about that.
I got that the first time. Oh, look. What is that?
That mural. I remember it.
So that head of yours ain't completely empty.
It's not like I forgot stuff on purpose.
Can never be too sure with you.
Now it's just being mean. Sorry.
I approach the wall. My fingers trace the ridges of the mosaic. It's so cold. I feel like I'm repeating movements. My eyes are drawn to the large window panes just to my right. It's already... A light pink glow emanates from the far-off mountain ridge. So we don't need the flashlight anymore. Tazia plops into the armchair, switching it off.
I think I know why they let me go.
Okay. We still have a few more minutes until break. We still have a few more minutes.
I think I know why they let me go.
Why? Yeah? Why?
Because I wasn't special.
I think you're the most I think you're the most special out of them all. Maybe it's just because, like, maybe she'll never do this again if she has crippling self-confidence issues. She'll never do this ever again. We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
I can't tell you exactly how I know, but I think everyone is able to do it. To create these irregularities.
That's so.
It's just a feeling I have. My memory is spotty after all. But I figure it works like this. Distortions grow with
Oh my god, it just hit me. It just hit me. I swear I'm having an experience like the main character because I'm just playing the same game over and over and over again. It doesn't end. The shit doesn't end. It does not end. It's just never 7 to ever 17 to Zato. It's just the same thing. Distortions grow with belief. They sure do, buddy.
So the more people are involved, the easier they are to stabilize. Some people just don't need as much outsider help to make them stick. Some even cause them unintentionally. It's the same fucking thing over and over and over again. I don't believe it.
Why? Why? Like you?
Probably, yes. If my ability is what you said it is.
Hello, welcome on in, Luca. welcome on in. I hope you are doing well. I am here playing some more Zato. I love the world and everything in it, and we are certainly having the time to uncovering all the truths, all the truths of the world. My brain is kind of dying slightly, but I hope you've been doing well. How are you? I'm doing all right. I am doing just fine. Overall, I am trying so desperately not to freak the fuck out at all these like plot, like the plot going sideways 90 degrees and then it's like another. It just feels like it's like a giant cube being thrown all over the place essentially. So but overall I am doing good, so I hope you've been doing good as well. I'm doing good too. Good, that's good to hear. Alrighty. It's late here, but I'm tired. It is pretty late, but I like your energy. Thank you. Thank you, I appreciate it. It's almost close to getting time to be about, yeah, slightly after 10. So man, it is a little bit late. I understand. Typically I'm used to kind of streaming early hours of the wee morning, so it's fine for me. 4 a.m. here. Oh, okay. So it's a very different time zone then in that case. Yeah, a little, just a tad early for you. It is time for break. I'll go over to burp screen. If you are here, stretch, get some water, all the good stuff. I will be right back in 3 minutes, and then we will continue from there. See you then. Alrighty, I am back. I'm in Italy. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense then. In that case, yeah, it's probably an ungodly hour for you. My apologies. My apologies. My condolences to your sleep schedule, but hopefully maybe it's not too far off from when you'd usually be waking up anyway. Hopefully. So, can't help but notice that there's a problem with the guitar on the left. The guitar on the left, well, I think it's more it's more so like because I play both guitar and bass, so it's meant to be kind of like ambiguous. So it's kind of like it's kind of I kind of like it kind of like that. It's kind of like both. But I really love the like BRB screen here. It was it was really wonderful to have this done. I really like it. In that case, there's no problem. Yeah. I love it quite a bit. I've been using it for years now. I don't think it's like, I don't see myself, at least for like a very long time, I don't see myself ever like upgrading out of it, you know, or like moving out of it. So, let me go over to back to game screen. Alrighty. And then continuing. If I could tab back into the game. There we go. But it exists in every living being. Most just don't realize it for some reason. Well then, it better stay that way. You think so? Yep. Or else you get this. She gestures around the hall. The complex. The people. The whole friggin' city. Everything just gets twisted. There are things in the world not meant for humans. most have that mental barrier for a reason.
But what about you? You probably wouldn't exist if it weren't for this.
What are you talking about? Of course I would. You just have to call me by another name.
Huh?
I mean, I'd still be Tazia. You simply wouldn't label me as a distortion.
I'd never call you something like that.
Well, it's just the scientific term. Deny it all you want. That's how the world defines me, rather. But now I want to know everything about your guitar and bass. Sorry for distracting you from the game. No, you're good. You're good. I mean, I have a few different guitars. I mean, they're not in this room with me. They're in my, they're more so in my bedroom. I have a few different guitars, but I have like I've been playing guitar for a lot longer. Bass is more of a recent thing. It's more, I have like a Yamaha bass. It's just like a basic, I don't know, their basic standard line. It's not anything crazy. But for the guitars, I have the PRS, and then I have a Strat, and then I have a Telecaster. Because a lot of J-rock and things like that are kind of played on Telecasters. Not entirely, not always, but I feel like some of it can really be done mostly on the Telecaster. There's a lot of Telecaster stuff that comes up in like Japanese music and stuff. That's why I have that one. So, but the PRS has kind of been like my mainstay for a long time because it has both the humbuckers and then the single coil, you know? But yeah, essentially.
I don't care about that. You're a friend to me. You always will be.
Sure. And that's nice of you. But it's not what I'm getting at. To be frank, I don't think there's anything wrong with the whole distortion label. I just hate being grouped in with the stuff that they're doing here.
Huh?
The distortions produced by this place are nothing like me. They're too calculated, too institutional. Are they also human-shaped like you? Or is that just specific to you because Azia created you? I really want a Telecaster. Telecasters are pretty neat. I really like it. Although my favorite is still gonna probably be the PRS, I think, overall. I don't know. I like the birds. I like the birds. As you can see, there's a bird right next to me on screen, technically, over here. I like the burbs on the fretboard. I think it's really cool and neat. And I just like the variety that you can get with the sound. It's not entirely like a Strat sound, and it's not entirely like a Les Paul sound or anything like that. But it's kind of like its own unique sound. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. It's kind of neat. I really like it. I have a Les Paul. Nice. Nice. I've one of these days, just because I really like K-On. I really like K-On. One of these days, it's like I tell myself I'll probably get a Les Paul. Not anytime soon though. It's like I don't really need it. It's more so that would just be a collector's thing just to have it rather than me actually playing it. There's no real point in that. There's no real point in that, you know? Do you have which one do you have? Or is it more like is it like the 50s and then the 60s model? Is it like the 60s? The distortions produced by this place are nothing like me. They're too calculated, too institutional. But I was born from a wish made in earnest. If both of us had never known these rules, what the world deems as balanced or unbalanced, I'd still exist. You just call me a miracle. Ew! Forget I put it like that, okay?
I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but did I ever tell you about it? About the world always rebalancing itself? I know this, but how do you?
What they're doing here is a crime. Not against the stability of the universe or whatever. I couldn't care less about that. It's an insult to everyone's hopes and prayers. Because whatever change they're trying to enact comes from a mandate, not the heart. This great distortion, irregularity, whatever you call it, it's not a sin in itself. The cynicism The cynicism behind it is, there we go. All right. Again, what I was talking about at the beginning of the stream, I was like, what, not worried about the ethics or morals of it at all. Just more so worried about like, hey, how dare you stand up against the universe? No, Tazia is more worried about like, hey, it might be a little bad. It might be a little bad for some pretty good reasons. Main character was not concerned about that at all, but hopefully maybe she will be. It's called a studio something, I can't remember. I'm more about the play and no less about the gear. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. I know a few from their studio line. So, but I don't know too much about it. I just know like the K-On! One would be from the 50s. It's like the 50s series, and it's like that's as close as I'm gonna get without, irrationally breaking the bank to get like a 10K, 11K guitar, I don't know, something crazy. People who are like collectors, they really love that stuff. I'm not really a collector per se. I'm just like, if I wanted it, I'm not gonna put myself in debt over it. No, I'm not doing that. So, but that's fair, being more about the playing. The cynicism behind it is... Tasia sighs and reclines back into the armchair. I don't have anything to argue with. I see. I thought I've reached the very end. I didn't think I'd fall any deeper in love, not at this point. And yet here I am. So it turns out you're quite the romantic. So pure of heart, huh? Do you have a heart? Not in the traditional sense, of course, but it doesn't matter. Whatever passes for a heart in you, I hope my message reaches it. The glow keeps getting brighter. I check the clock on the wall. Tasia, we have 30 minutes left. Let's go. 30 minutes? We have only 30 minutes left. We have to do this. Yes, sir? Why does it have to be, like, specifically around this time? Is it, like, lining up from, like, 3 years ago? Like, on this day, this is what happened, and so we're doing the same thing on the exact same day at the same time, and we're trying to cause some sort of resonance thing? I doubt it, though. I doubt it. Last question, you got something online that I can hear? No, I do not. I mean, I do have my cover, but that's singing. I did not do any of the instrumentals for that. I did not do the instrumentals for that. I had somebody else do the instrumentals for, which lovely. I really enjoyed how they turned out. But I have more so, for me, it's just more so, at some point I will do a guitar bass stream. I think I'm a little bit shy about putting it on the internet. I think that's what it is mostly for me. So I just kind of like play in my own time, or like go to, you have like the concert things and different things like that, like the small music venues things. That's about it. That's about it. So I don't have anything online now. I don't think I want my stuff to be mostly focused on it, but at some point maybe. I think I'm not good at it. I'm not good at it, but I like singing though. Singing is fun. So finding the exit to the roof doesn't take long, just a separate staircase down the hallway. I press on the handle. No resistance. Guess I was correct. There's no need for keys anymore. Of course there isn't. Everything is becoming right. Everything is returning to its most natural state. All of the lock values have been reset to 0. What is the default state of a lock? It's being open. Bright. It's so bright outside. I blink a little. If this was summertime, I think I would get blinded. Little by little, my vision adjusts. I blink. Well, it has to be. Basically, she was saying it's like it has to be during the daytime. Like this is between 10:30 and 11. That's what she was saying earlier. Never mind. I remember now. I remember why she's saying like we have to do this during this time. Why it has to be specifically at this point? I don't know why. Why it has to be during sunrise? I don't know. But she did say a little bit like, hey, it has to be during this time. I blink again, just staring straight ahead. And then I see it. Wow. There's the morning light. A pink haze sprawls over the vast horizon. It fades into the softest yellow hue, then cyan, and then into a sleepy purple shade. I really like this sort of shade. This shade, I saw this shade like it was like a red shade the other day, and it's like, this doesn't usually happen. I tried taking pictures of it. It just didn't come out. It didn't come out super great, but I really liked it. Oh, it's this song. Shit, it's this song though. Hold on. Settings. Turn this shit down. some of the audio balancing on the game is not the greatest as it goes. As it goes sometimes. Like music with other people, if you ever want to, I'm here. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it's more of a, I guess it's more of a solo thing for me. Sometimes I just like listening to other songs and like knowing like I really like decoding, like, this is what other people did, or this is what I hear at least when I did something. This is what I hear at least when like what other people did. Kind of like my own interpretation of the song. Kind of like covers, I guess. Kind of like covers, essentially. But yeah, I don't know if I've ever had any like sort of online interest in like forming a group or anything like that. Again, it's kind of like not really my area of expertise, but I'm sure there are like a ton of VTubers and like general streamers out there that love doing something like that. They love doing something like that, you know? Then into a sleepy purple shade. Is the volume generally alright? I'm gonna turn it down. I'm gonna turn it down just a tad more. I went back to the VOD for this one song. It's because there's something about it that's so constant that it kind of it kind of sounds like a lot. It's very interesting. All right. A pink haze sprawls over the vast horizon. It fades into the softest yellow hue, then into cyan, then into a sleepy purple shade. The darkness is now far behind, retreating back into the icy tundra. And the city rests below. What was its name again? I suppose that isn't important anymore. The streetlights are already off. The roads are clean and quiet. The windows of the blocks burn pink. Everything's silent. Everything's at ease. And right above me, stretching up into the soft violet sky, is the radio tower. There it is. There it is then. Imagine something like a multi-language song. That would be crazy. Like a multi-language. That's true. There's like some songs, like for example in like any sort of J-pop or anything like that, there's like songs that switch between Japanese to English or like English to Japanese, but like a multi-language song, I don't think I've heard too much like that. I'm trying to think of like if I've ever heard anything like that. Yeah, I don't think so. I think I've ever heard anything multilingual track like that. But it's a good idea. It's a good idea. Make a couple of covers in my style, something like pop punk and alternative. Gotcha. So that more of that style, yeah. I really stopped talking about this and focus on the game. Sorry again. No, you're good. You're good. Yeah. Well, a multi-language song would be very interesting. It'd be like a very, like, the amount of effort and collaboration that can go into something like that. That would be very fun, very cool. I could definitely see that, how that could be very fun, you know? But more like pop punk and alternative. Gotcha. So, the snow. Huh? It's falling upward. Oh shit, it is. It is. What? I take a look around. Whoa, you're right. I didn't even notice. The white flakes split off from the snowy mounds and calmly float up to the heavens. How cute. How cute. How adorable this is. Everyone's going home. I stretch out my arms. The snow coats the bottom of my mittens. By the way, you still afraid of heights? No, not really. They were never really that scary. Yeah? How about that time at the Ferris wheel?
I was 9.
Well, look at you.
I remembered. I remember that.
You sure did. Your memory is real selective, huh? And merciless.
No, I actually...
Is she starting to remember now?
A lot of things are suddenly much clearer.
Yeah?
Yes, they're not good things, but I see. I see. I see.
I've used up all the matches Tazia gave me. The dark ballroom, the massive hall I couldn't hope to ever illuminate in full. Thin morning light began to creep in through the windows. The corners are still drenched in darkness. The shadows cast by the columns, rows of splat-back chairs, and drapery are still the same impenetrable black, but I can finally see around me. I see where I am. The lovely pattern on the marble floor, the beautiful exotic vases, the dozens of paintings lining the walls. There I go again. Ballroom. Lavish decor. Who am I kidding? The place that I struggled so hard to see was no more than a stuffy little room. The morning light shines through a concrete crack, not through an arched window. The beam falls not on marble, but onto... There isn't much to fall on. Shit. Shit. Can you tell me in 30 seconds what is happening? Sorry, my phone fell out of face at the message. No, you're good. You're good. In 30 seconds, what is happening? In 30 seconds, the world is dissolving into nothingness and we're all going to die. We're all going to die. It started with a dream and someone's wish, and that someone is us. And by the way, we're also God. We create things. But also, this world is dissolving into nothingness because we're all gods in our own ways, creating irregularities, and this town is becoming nothing with the nothingness by which it was born from, and we're all returning to zero. That's it. We get any scary bits yet? The scariness is this. Hello. Hello, Blackwood. I hope you've been doing well. Welcome on in. This is the scary bits. So is Evangelion. I think so. I've never watched Evangelion. I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot. And also our dear friend who was gone for 3 years and shouldn't be here right now is suddenly back, and it's just like, hey, I was the thought experiment that you gave birth to, literally, because you literally created me because you are God. And it's like, huh, so you never were actually real. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. The beam falls not onto marble, but onto... There isn't much to fall on. My own pathetic figure writhing on the floor, crying for Tazia. The smell of gasoline inside a pitch-black body shop. There we go. Yeah. A shattered window leaving painful cuts, apologizing to everyone's parents. My dad getting fed up with my hysterics. My mother's sad, embarrassed face. Oh, this is it. This is it. Okay. Evangelion, crazy good stuff that doesn't make that doesn't make sense. Yeah, exactly. Basically, yes. There was also a moment earlier when I realized I connected all the games together. It really is just Never 7 to Ever 17 to this game. We're playing the same game over and over and over again. It does not change. It does not change at all. So, so this is it. This is it essentially. This is why things are so bad at home. My mother's sad, embarrassed face. It's all just so jump scary, boring. Oh, nihilism?
Sorry.
What for?
You asked if I remembered anything right after you went away.
So?
It's not even worth talking about. You already knew that, right?
Yeah. You're still gonna do it?
Of course. That doesn't change anything.
Glad to hear it. Well then, up we go. I nod.
Up we go.
I hate to admit it, but looking up through the metal railings makes me a bit nervous. I grab onto the service ladder and give it a shake just to be sure. Huh. Seems very stable. Not even a rattle. That's good. I mean, of course, it should be safe. This place had to be well maintained. Don't think that's something we need to know. Yeah, I would also agree with that. Not sure that's something that we need to know. And relatively speaking, the climb isn't all that high. There are much taller radio towers out there. Even if I had to climb through one of those, it wouldn't be a problem. I'm really not afraid of heights. I wasn't lying. I wouldn't be scared. You alright?
Yeah, it's all good.
What am I doing? At this point, I really have no right to hesitate. I step onto the ladder and begin to climb. Tazia follows suit. Clank, 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 clank. My boots aren't exactly made for this. Gotta be careful not to slip. Didn't think about it at first, but now they're a dozen meters above the floor of the roof. The cold in my hands is becoming harder to ignore. Even with my mittens on, it's freezing to the touch. Because I get scared easily. Oh, I see what you mean. Out of context, though, crazy. Out of context, crazy. I see what you mean, though. Yeah, I get scared easily as well. This game certainly has been something, but it seems to be easing as we finally get the answers now. It seems to be finally easing up on the jump scares and the horror stuff. I don't think it's been too bad, and I have a feeling, it's just my hope. It's part of it is just my hope, but I have a feeling that it won't get too crazy after this point. Even with mittens on, it's freezing to the touch. It must be the thin layer of ice wetting the wool. Oh wow. Letting go isn't an option, neither is climbing down. You holding up okay?
Yes, I'm fine.
You sure? You seem to be getting tired.
I'm okay.
Listen, we both know you're a wimp, alright? No use in playing tough. So it's chill if you just...
I said I'm fine.
Up she goes. Phew. Up we go. So, you've changed after all, huh?
What do you mean?
I'm not sure. It just feels like it. Keep looking up. Keep looking up. Up, only up. We're halfway there already. I don't know. I'm probably like Asia, honestly, right now. I'm pretty I'm pretty bad at really at heights and anything like that. So I'd probably be like Asia. I probably wouldn't even be doing this, to be honest, but Asia, she's a girl with a plan. She's a girl with a plan. She's like, I'm gonna make it up to the top of this roof tower and transmit a signal. If she transmits the signal and she's God, can she just create an irregularity to stop irregularities from happening and therefore, well, to stop the irregularities from being erased? I don't think that's how it works, though. I don't think that's how it works. Keep looking up. Up only. We're halfway there already. I can see the platform getting bigger. Looking to the side is a distraction. Looking down is punishable by a firing squad. If I look down, I'll be executed. No, worse, they'll send me very far away. No. I don't want to go far away. I don't want to look down. I don't want to meet eyes with her. You,
yes?
Do you have, like, a script prepared for your message?
My message?
Yeah.
No, there's no script.
So you're just gonna scream whatever pops into your head?
Something like that.
My message. Perhaps I should have brought a note. I thought that you did. I thought that she had. Okay, well, never mind. Not because it was ever meant to be verbose or anything. No, because I wanted to make it short and to the point right from the start. Okay. At least it sounds like something I would want, knowing myself, knowing me. The longer I go and the higher I climb, the more confused I feel. It's pretty stupid. So we got back some of our memories, but they're going away again, essentially? It's pretty stupid. I know sometimes I'd walk into the room looking for something. One moment. One moment. Doggo. Sorry about that. I think she's kind of kicking up a fuss about the bed. I think she's kicking up a fuss about it. It's like, it's not my normal bed. I don't want it. I just don't want it. It's okay, buddy. Your normal bed is in the wash. This is fine. It's okay. No, she doesn't want to go back to bed. She hates it. She hates it. All right, fine. It's pretty stupid. I know sometimes I'd walk into the room looking for something, but forget what I came for right away. It's something like that. I hate that feeling. I hate that feeling so much. It's a pretty bad feeling overall. I don't know. I dislike. It's such a like, because it really makes you feel. It kind of what this game is kind of about, the disassociation. It really makes you feel like it's like you're going crazy. It's like how could I immediately forget what I came in here to do? Also, hello, welcome on in, the aw shucks, welcome on in, thank you so much for the raid. Hello, Milk Store Raid. welcome on in, thank you so much for the raid. My name is Courie Cosmos. For those of you who don't know, I am the delivery girl of the universe, and I am here. I think I'm relatively close to the end. I'm not sure if I'm going to finish this game today, but I think I'm relatively close to the end of Z.A.T.O. I love the world and everything in it. So, of course, if you're trying to avoid spoilers for this game, feel free to raid and run, of course. But I appreciate it. What were you playing? You were playing a visual novel, right? I believe. It was a visual novel, and it had like a weird name. It had a weird name to it. I hope it went well. It seems like probably something that would be right up my alley. I'm not entirely sure. But I love weird visual novels that you would not find otherwise. So I'm hoping that it lived up to the hype there. I was playing the no existence N of you and me. That is a weird name. It is quite the interesting name. Is it like a sci-fi thing? Like a sci-fi visual novel thing? It sounds really interesting though. I saw it and I was like, what the hell is this? I've never even heard of this. I feel like I'm in the know about a few different things, but certainly not that. I hope it went well though. Yeah, it's a very, very trippy visual novel. Gotcha. Kind of like this game. Kind of like this game then. So you're in good company here, essentially. But yes, thank you again for the raid. If you have to raid and run, of course, feel free to do so. I'll just be here playing some more of this game. But thank you again. I appreciate it. And I have a new recommendation as well. It's cheap too. You know what I learned? I went so I was going back to the Steam store for this game. And I was going through it because I wanted to check. I was like, how much does the digital art book cost? And usually I'm logged into Steam. I wasn't logged into Steam at this point. So I think Z.A.T.O is free. I think Z.A.T.O is free. And it's been so long since I downloaded this game that I forgot. I gaslit myself into thinking that I paid like $5-10 for this game. I didn't. This game is entirely free. You can download it right now and play it for yourself. Yeah, Zato is free, I think. I cannot believe I cannot believe I gaslit myself that hard into believing that I paid something for this. That's crazy. It's interesting too, because the only other free visual novel that I have played is the Moon Looks Beautiful Tonight definitive edition, which was very very much time. I feel like these sorts of free visual novels, I don't know, something about them just like kind of appeals to me, and like I end up wanting to play them. There's something about it. I cannot believe though, especially for this game though, I cannot believe that this is free. This is such an experience. Why did they not charge money for this? Crazy. But yes, if I'd known in the beginning, I would have done a disclaimer beforehand, like I did for the Moon Looks Beautiful definitive edition. But if you have any interest in this game at all, why not download it yourself and play it? Because it's literally free. Unless you just want to go through it with me, which is totally fair. It's literally free. You can download it right now and show some support. That's all you have to do. Shit. I wish I had remembered. I wish I had actually remembered that. A little embarrassing, but we go on. Life goes on. There is a sequel too, but they fired the original story writer for really stupid reasons. Gotcha. So sequel probably not as super great. Fair enough. But it's only like the original one that's probably a little nice, a little nice in the grand scheme of things. So yeah, the game is free, but the audiobook is like $6. The game is free, but the audiobook is like $6. This game? Audiobook? The art book. The art book, there we go. I gotcha. The art book is like $6. Gotcha. And if you want to show even more support, you can get the art book, which I'm going to probably be doing after I finish this game. I'm definitely going to be doing after I finish this game. There's no reason not to. I've really enjoyed the artwork and the character designs for this one. I like the blocky, cartoony feel of it. It's very nice. Art book, I was thinking of wrong. Hey, well, you got it. You're fine. Looks like there's 3 games. Oh, so it's basically like the Infinity series, the Infinity trilogy, essentially. Gotcha. Well, I have another recommendation. I have another recommendation to add to the list of trippy things that are just gonna make me lose my mind and have my brain melt into existence, essentially. But yes, let me check something here. Doggo is... I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna take a little bit of a break here. Alright. Doggo is acting strange. I'm gonna guess maybe she's unsettled because I haven't given her bed back, in which case I'm gonna go and get... I'm gonna go and put her stuff in the dryer. So, additional break here. Stretch, get some water, all the good stuff. I'll be right back in a few minutes and then we'll continue the game. Sorry about that. All right, sorry about that. Hopefully Zato is feeling better. I know I've been fussing about her all stream. Sorry about that. Let me go over back to game screen. One of them is a desktop companion. That's that's surprisingly really random in the grand scheme of things. I guess it's just a general desktop companion. If you really wanted one, here's one of the characters of the game here on your desktop. Isn't that so fun? I guess. I guess. Okay. Interesting. Well, I had the recommendation though. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Let me go over back here, and then I'm gonna go tab into the game, and we're gonna continue. Sorry about that. I know we got sidetracked from the game, so apologies. Something that was so obvious to me 2 steps ago is now a mystery. So I rewind and try carefully to retrace my path, but I'm already 2 steps above. While my mind was busy trying to recover missing fragments, more slipped out. I can't afford to get distracted, so I'll get back to my point. The point I was making. Right. I don't need a script. It would be nice to have a note in retrospect, what with me being all dumb and woozy, but even now, I'm not too worried about messing up the words. They don't matter that much. They're only vessels. Those are important for any message, of course. But when the emotion that overwhelms me is so strong, I'm sure that it can reach its destination no matter the form. It's strange. It seems like so much is slipping away, slipping. But this one feeling hasn't diminished a bit. It's like every cell in my body is a buzz. And in my head, the blank spaces that won't stop forming don't remain empty for long. Because that feeling, that warm, wonderful emotion that comes pouring in and fills them up to the brim, it's really, really lovely. Up we go. Shit. I wonder if the game does end. I wonder if the game does end when she transmits the signal. This game is like, I don't know, like 10 hours long or so. It's not that long. And we did have a 5-hour stream last time. But generally speaking, when you're reading things out loud, the game becomes, it no longer matters. It no longer matters how long to beat says, you know? So in that case, I don't know. Maybe it's fine. Maybe it's fine, but I also have this distinct feeling that this is the moment of all time. And I feel like maybe we won't see what happens after she transmits the signal. Possibly. I cover my face. It's so windy up here. The Non-End series of games is made in China. Back in February, someone made fan art of the game with the newly introduced male character with the main love interest. The Chinese fan base has a massive fit over it, which ended up in the original story writer being fired and most of the original team lead. Oh, gotcha. It's kind of like the 11D Space situation, if you're familiar with that. I heard vague things about it. I'm not familiar with either situation, to be honest. To be quite honest, I'm not too familiar with it. I've heard like some rumblings of it, and I know like how heated it can get, but I don't know too much about it. But I see. It was more so it just became like more of a fandom matter in a fandom situation, and that's kind of why the writer got fired, which sucks. I don't know the situation myself. I'd have to look into it more, but it definitely sounds like, man, I was just doing my job and I got fired. Which is never a fun feeling, especially when you're dealing with like fandoms in the year 2026. It can be really really volatile, which is very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. I cover my face. It's so windy up here. I hope my scarf doesn't get caught on anything. I crawl up to the platform and immediately slouch against the tall antenna. An ache that's been numbing my arms and legs for a good portion of the climb has suddenly become very apparent. Ow. Hey, past me. Would it really be so hard to exercise once in a while? Finally! The girl crawls out behind me. At least she's high on energy. Man, is it always breezy up here or what? Her eyes are glued to the view in front. What's that expression? I can't blame her though. It's breathtaking. Basically, fans got pissed over a visual choice of the devs, so they took away the sorry. it's me, sorry. And so they took it so far that the devs officially rolled back on something. Oversimplifying. Gotcha, okay. So it's more like fan reaction and then being like, okay, we can't we can't do this anymore, that sort of thing. Yeah. It's clear that they care about their local audience way more than their global audience. In most cases, and not always, in most cases, most of the money comes from, if it's like a Chinese-based game, most of the money comes from China, I believe. If you're looking at it from a broad perspective. So that's probably why. That's probably why. They probably listening, and this comes with any like free-to-play game or like just any game that you spend money on, to be honest. It's like you're kind of wanting to make the fans who spent money on the game happy. So that's probably the decision behind it. I'm not sure if it's correct from what you're describing. It sounds like it's kind of like a whole situation just like not fun, but that is kind of where it goes at the end of the day. Whoa, are you seeing this? Yeah, this is bonkers. You're not reacting at all. Come on, everything's so tiny. I can see so far. It's really beautiful. It says me now. It says me, girl, and then me, but it doesn't say anything else. Interesting. I'm just a little tired. Give me a minute. Also, I can turn back up the volume. Sorry about that. I don't know if Doggo is having like I don't know. She's very, very itchy. Maybe she's having like another allergy thing. I'm gonna have to take her to the vet. Let me know how the sound is for here. This should be fine. This should be fine. You'll probably hear like kind of like shaking a little bit in the background. She's like shaking her head. She's like, Okay. Probably up here. They scrapped a whole update for the game and a whole character. Gotcha. So it was a pretty sizable amount of work that went into it. And it's just like, all that's gone. All that's gone. So that's not fun. Shit. Volume seems fine. Alright, cool. Like 99% sure most of their income comes from the Chinese fan base. Yeah, exactly. I'd say it's the same situation with like Love and Deep Space than it is with like Genshin or like anything else, really. Anything else. That sort of thing. Woohoo! Her voice is drowned out by the howling wind. She laughs. The rising snow is viciously pelting her face, but she doesn't seem to care. She's running back and forth around the platform, giggling and screaming profanities as loud as she can. She's so happy. That makes me happy, too. I stand up and swipe off the snow, swipe off the back of my coat. The clumps detach and float away into the sky. The sky. It feels so close. Everything is falling upwards, right? So, like, it's raining backwards, apparently. It feels so close. I reach my hand up and... Yeah, no. I'm not tall enough. Of course, there's the antenna right beside me. That's the peak propping up the sky. So around 5 more meters until I'd be able to make contact. I don't think I can climb it, though. There's nothing to grab onto. And frankly, I'm too tired to try. Hey. I call out to the girl. What's up? Come here. It's about time. Oh. She skitters closer, wearing a huge grin on her face. I fixed a scarf around her neck. We're saying me and girl because we don't remember at this point. We've been trying to remind ourselves this entire time, like, my name is Azia. My name is Azia. We can't even remember Tazia's name anymore. But we can remember Ida, can't we? Because if nothing else, we'll always remember Ida. I fixed the scarf around her neck.
It's cold. Cover up a little. You still worry about that? Don't pout. I don't want you to catch anything, that's all.
She lets out a sigh of resignation.
Are you my mom or something?
I could be. You never know.
No way. Why not? You look too young. Maybe I'm blessed with youthful looks.
Uh-huh. Where's my dad then?
Dead. I poisoned him. Scary. It's rising.
Is it here? Here it is. Light. White, blinding light emerges from the endless mountain ridge. The jagged line of the horizon catches fire. It's burning high and wide and red, orange, and pink, almost in the most painful shades the human eye can see. The flames are caught by the howling wind and start to spread across the melting fields of snow, closer and closer, closer and closer, until I turn my head. The figure of the girl beside me is bathed in the violent. Oh, this is actually violent, and not violent. In the violent morning rays. Her hair is the same color as the blazing hills. Her face is so familiar and warm, it makes my chest hurt.
Your name. What's your name?
Huh? She turns. I feel as if my body, my entire world, has reached a boiling point. Oh. Oh, shit. Okay. Me, your name. Never mind. I was like, I thought that the back and forth between them, I was like, that's surprisingly playful for Azia, to be quite honest. The whole, like, your dad's dead, I freaking poisoned him. I was like, that's surprisingly playful coming from her. Yeah, no, at some point, it just switched. Me. And then her. Shit. Okay. I wonder if that then changes. I'm gonna guess this is a game that that warrants a second playthrough just to really appreciate what's going on. I'm gonna guess that.
Your name. Who are you? Oh, sorry, I'm not sure.
That's a nice CG. It is.
And you are? I see. That's okay.
Okay.
It's alright if you don't remember. It's probably not important.
You really think so?
Yes. Because I feel like I've known you for a very long time.
Me too.
That's wonderful. Then there's nothing to worry about, right?
I guess.
I guess so. It's just that, What's wrong? I feel like I had something very important to do. A message. I think I was supposed to send a message.
Message?
Like a transmission? Probably, yeah. Since we're on the top of a radio tower. Yeah. That makes sense. What's the transmission? I don't know. But I can sense it. There's this feeling I need to get through no matter what. Oh, okay. That's good. And who are you sending the message to? It's for... I look around. The endless tundra wraps around the globe. The western front looks cold and dark, but soon the fire will spread all across the surface of the earth and fill the sky. The little town below is already engulfed. The metal tower is red from the heat, like a blade ready to be laid against an anvil. Little by little, everything burns up. In a few moments, the entire planet will combust. The sun keeps rising. The day's breaking over the searing peaks. The girl I know is smiling at me. This girl I know. This girl. How many times have I seen her face? How many times has she seen mine? Earlier, you said Lev said that one of the symptoms was seeing yourself as like another person, or like seeing another person, essentially. That's one of the symptoms of the disease, and you know, the deconstruction and everything that's going on around them. So I mean, I'd like to imagine that Tazia was real. She was real, but at this point, like, things, as soon as Tazia came back, it was just more so we are seeing a different. This has essentially been the breakdown of the, you know, the derealization becoming worse and worse and worse. That's what it is. How many times has she seen mine? I can't say. I really can't remember. But I know her better than any other person on planet Earth. And I think she knows me better than anyone too. I know I've seen her. Well, I don't know. I don't know if that's really true because, you know, everything of the osmosis and whatever else. So I don't know. It would benefit. I think I would benefit from a second playthrough and seeing some of the neatness of like particular moments. I know her eyes have seen me at my worst, and I can only hope that they've seen me at my best. Is my best enough to outweigh my worst? I wish I knew. But she's still here with me. Even after witnessing my lowest, most embarrassing, most disgusting moments, she's still giving me such an earnest smile. The person closest to me. The person standing in the ring of fire. My best friend in the whole entire world. Is something wrong?
No, not at all. I shake my head. Who is my message for? There's only one reasonable answer.
I have something to tell you.
What? That's right. I have a transmission for you. So get your receivers ready. Me? Yep. All right, transmission starting. In 3, 2... wait, I mean... Oh, okay. I'm listening. I'm on the line. There's no way this time. Just shut up, ads. It is not time. It's not time. Shut up. Shut up. All right. One. There it goes. Ah, shit. December 28th, 1986. This is the first time we've gotten the year, I think, in game, although I'm not entirely sure. The polar night over all districts of Vorkuta, including the towns of Vorgashor, Komsomolsky, Molda, Otskabrski. You don't want me to pronounce all of these and just get it all wrong. You don't want me to do that. You don't want me to do that. You see it on the screen. You don't want me to do this to you. And the closed city of Vorkuta 5 has officially ended. A complete failure to establish contact with Vorkuta 5 via landline, radio, or telegraph was registered by municipal authorities in Vorkuta during the late morning hours. At 11 Moscow Standard Time, a KGB investigative unit accompanied by a military escort confirmed arrival at the designated location. No personnel were present at any of the city's checkpoint gates. Over the subsequent hours, the deployed unit conducted a comprehensive survey of the area and was unable to identify any trace of human or animal presence. So even the animals were gone too. All residents and administrative buildings were found unsecured, with no evidence of forced entry, disorder, or signs indicative of panic or evacuation. Additional military detachments were deployed to secure the perimeter and conduct further inspection. A contingent of government officials and a technical commission was dispatched to retrieve confidential documentation and sensitive materials from the local research complex. Everything about the experiment, essentially. You know, why we shouldn't be playing with tools that make us gods. All documents related to classified work on structural dynamics have since been transferred to the USSR State Archive. So they all just went poof? They all just went poof. That's it. That's it. A continuous radio transmission originating from the town's communication tower was located and disabled. The intent of the transmission remains undetermined. She did it. She did it. While the broadcast could be interpreted as malicious hijacking, the surrounding circumstances prohibit such a conclusion at this time. Public disclosure of the events has been withheld. Close relatives of missing Vorkuta 5 residents have been issued monetary compensation for the amount in 200 rubles per case. But they're not going to be able to question it like, hey, what the fuck? Addendum. Unverified civilian reports indicate that the aforementioned transmission continues to be intermittently received across the various locations in the Komi Republic, despite having full shutdown of city infrastructure. The signal is the most clearly detected between 10:30 and 11 Moscow Standard Time. Okay, so she did do it, yeah. The transmission consists of a repeated phrase in Morse code, the contents of which remains under review. I sure know what it means. Despite having Morse code in the title on Twitch, I sure know what it means. Is it over? Is it repeating? Is it looping? Do I press a button? Student A. Okay. E. Then a pause. Come on! So freaking slow! Damn it, give me a second. Oh. Huh? Should've just done it myself. Would've been faster, I bet. You... What? You know it's true. What? Well, is this a joke, or... Isn't 200 rubles like a really small amount? That's like 250 USD in modern currency. In modern currency. And back in the day, was it any better? Was it a little bit better? I always try and do conversions as they... Not 250, $2. Yeah, sorry. I meant like 250 as in 250 as in $2.50. Yes. No, I mean I know what you mean. Was it any better, essentially? Oh, it's time. It's time. Alright, better now than, you know, any other time. Let's go ahead and go over to burb screen. If you're here, stretch, get some water, enjoy the sounds of Morse code being played over and over and over again for the next 3 minutes. See you then! Alrighty, I am back. It seems 200 rubles was roughly a month's salary back at that time. That's still not great. That's still not great. Not even like, I don't know, like 3 months, like 5 months, anything like that. Just like a month worth of salary. It's just like, yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Well, that's, you know, not that any amount of monetary thing is like worth a human life just up and disappearing. It really isn't. But it's just also kind of, it's more so just showing, the reason why I wanted to know how much it was worth at that time is more so showing, well, how much do you think their lives are worth? How much does the government think that their lives are worth during this time? And so now we know it's about a month's salary. That's the bullshit. That's extra bullshit. What the fuck? Let me go over to the game screen. All right. And then continuing. Well, is this a joke or? Because if you really, the message, idiots. That's what it says. Oh, huh? You serious? Yes, look. Oh. Real funny. I love you. 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 That was what she wanted to say to herself at the end of the day. Was I love you. I love you. I love you. Zato, I love the worlds and everything in it. Aw. Story, art, and game by Fairy. And royalty-free music. Okay, it was royalty-free music. I just wanted to know. I just wanted to know. Okay. Intro theme Out of Love by Scene. I have not actually listened to the intro, so I guess we can do that now. We could do that now. Credits. And then the voice was done by a specific person, a different person, a specific person. Beta testing, proofreading, done by all these people. Thanks to the Patreon supporters and mom and dad. Thank you for playing. Oh, she's so cute. She's so cute. I'm not gonna lie. Well, hold on. Let's see. Let's see if it plays the thing or if it goes back to title. It does. It goes back to title. Wait, was there voice acting? There was the voiced scenes. There were three poems that were voiced. There was that. So, turns out you did manage to finish it tonight. I was not expecting that at all. Holy shit. I'm not gonna lie. Surprisingly, like really surprisingly on my end, I don't know why, that made me like so like kind of emotional. Honestly. I felt some tears like welling up in my eyes. They really stuck the landing on that one, I gotta say. It was a really good ending. But that was it. That was the entire game, and we're done. Shit. Shit. I wasn't expecting to finish the game today, really. Yeah, I think first of all, I want to play the actual intro. Hold on. I think in order to do that, is it in gallery? No, but there's a sketchbook. The hell is this? Thank you for reading Z.A.T.O. This is a small collection of sketches that I made over development. Careful, they're a bit bright. Oh, gotcha. Oh, okay, I see everybody. Yay! This is cute. This is cute. Azia is 14, Ida 15, Marina. They're the same age? I was not expecting that, actually. I thought Marina was like 17 or something. Vadim and Lev. Aw. Oh, this is cute. This is cute. This is cute. Well, shit. More period accurate. Oh, there's the main character going through one of her moments. One of her, you know, very distinctive moments. on the stability of closed system. Her looking in the mirror and saying, I am my own parabolic antenna. Oh man, that was one of my favorite scenes, honestly, of the game. It's just like, what are you talking about? Hold on. That was the moment when I realized, like, oh shit. The three of them talking about the thing, which I still have no idea about, but is it aliens? Is it is it this? Is it that? Aw. Shit, man. Fucking beautiful. This is a fucking beautiful game. I love this so much. Of course, I'll become an actress and find myself a rich American husband. You do that. You live your best life. I'm probably okay. That was it. Okay, the scene of Tazia coming back was kind of hype though. I kind of like this one. This one, it brings so much doom about it, but it's also like, oh, she's here, and now we know why. We know exactly what Tazia is. So, wait, before I get into anything, I'm going to play this intro. Where is it? I am going to play this fucking intro. Because I've been skipping it this entire time. Quit. Ignore Ever 17. Ignore that. Ignore that. So we might actually finish 2 games this week. We might actually finish Ever 17, and we might actually, well, we have finished Z.A.T.O. All right, let me launch this again, and let's get into it. Now there's animation. The smell of oil prevails throughout. I call out, but my words collapse. Again, my body is too soft, my outline is too blurry. Of course, I can't break through. Honestly, if I had watched this, I would have seen the numbers again and again and again, so it's probably better. Everyone's animated. What the hell? Shit. It's probably better that I skipped it overall, though. Yeah, I would have seen the Marina being super dank and evil. Even though she really wasn't. She was just kind of like going through it. She's just like, whatever. Fuck it. Fuck it. Who cares? By the end of it, at the very least, she was just like, whatever. All right. Finally, that was Z.A.T.O. Everything truly, that is it. It's done. That was Z.A.T.O. I love the world and everything in it. This is a really, really good game. I am baffled that this game is free. What? What? I'm definitely gonna like buy the art book after, because I love this type of stuff. I love this like so much. The game itself, and I'll be curious about like what other people's thoughts on the whole game are, or at least what you've seen of it. But at least to me, I think it does sort of benefit from a second playthrough. I think it does, or at least I'm gonna be looking over my VODs again, or at least I'll look over somebody else's playthrough of it or something like that. Because I think there's a lot in the cracks that kind of like, yeah, and then Tazia, she wasn't real, and then she was actually born at the lab, and Azia was there at the lab too. Or maybe she was real, and then Tazia not being there. No, I think that Tazia was never real. Because there is that line that happened that said like, hey, by the way, like, basically everything at the car repair shop, when it's like, mom and dad are tired of my hysterics and stuff like that. I think what happened is like, you're calling out for Tazia. They were probably being a little mean or something. I don't know. Something happened. They were calling out for, and Tazia, she was calling out for Tazia essentially. And the dad was tired of the hysterics, because it's like, who are you even talking about? Like, who is Tazia? Like, she's not real. She's an imaginary friend, or just like something else. So she was never real. I think that's what it is. Okay, and then had she ever gone to the lab, Azia? Had she ever gone to the lab, or was that kind of her own machinations as well? Like, that wasn't actually real. gonna say that she was at the lab at least once. I'm gonna say that she was at the lab at least once, because it seems a little bit better, but I don't know. Maybe that's not true. Maybe she was never at the lab and she just thinks that she was. But ultimately, I think from there it's a pretty straight shot. It's a kind of a dark story. At least to me it is. It's kind of a dark story. The idea that it's just like, yeah, you just happen to be in this town, and because the town was playing God for a little bit, all of you are just gonna get wiped from existence. I thought we would see Ida again one more time, you know? But no, that was it. It's like she's gone. She was gone. She was the first basically to move on. Shit. I thought we would see more of the characters, to be honest. I thought Vadim would get a chapter. That didn't happen. It's fine. It's fine. He's still an asshole, but like, we didn't get a chapter for him. I thought we'd see more of the characters, I guess, overall, to be honest. We never, it really became about Asya and kind of accepting herself the way that she is and trying to love herself. The fact that you can say, like, I love this world and everything in it, but I am such an insignificant speck, and changing that to be like, no, you know what? I love myself too. I love myself too, which is just like, it was done in this really, really beautiful way. My only outward criticism toward the game, honestly, is that I think maybe some of Tazia, maybe they're the same person, I don't know. Some of Asia's rambling goes on like maybe a little bit too long in not in this stream, but I think the last stream. Granted, there was 5 hours of it. There was 5 hours of it. So which part specifically? But I think there was a section where it's like, I think this is going on a little bit too long. I get it. She's messed up. Otherwise though, I think that this game is really short and sweet and powerful. Very, very impactful. So I wouldn't have much to say outside of that one thing. It's pretty dark with a rose-tinted lens from Asia's perspective. Yeah. It's pretty dark, but the fact that like her transmission did go through, and she's not just saying it to herself. She's not just saying it to herself, but she's saying it to everyone and just kind of like affecting everyone in that way. It's just like when you finally learn to love yourself and like accept yourself, how that can affect and change other people around you, and like maybe everyone else is like, what the fuck does this mean? Like in universe, in game, you know, student A and student B are like, what the fuck is this? You know, and probably laughing it off. But it doesn't take away from the thematic relevance of doing that, and why that was so important for her to finally like be able to say like, I just want to be able to love me for who I am. I would say. So, rose tinted, but I think it was worth it in the end. I think it was worth it in the end. This isn't a criticism, but I would have wished to have seen more of the characters. Genuinely, I really like Marina. I guess I'm gonna have to look at some of the comics that come with the after, you know, the little sketches, and then the art book as well. I really like Marina. Marina is my favorite character. She was really, really funny. Of course, she's super duper down in the trenches and super duper depressed. I'm sad that we didn't get to see her in the end, but I wish I had seen just more of the characters in general. I wish I had seen. I'm really glad that we got those scenes with Ida, the jam signal ones. I'm really, really glad that we got to see those. I'm gonna have to think a little bit. Was that more just from a story standpoint of like, hey, let's just show some moments with Ida just to make this one scene where she disappears more impactful, or if there really is like some sort of connection, and like, why was her signal jammed compared to Asia's, who went through? Is it more so like symbolic, as like Ida was never able to love herself, but Asia was. Asia of all people was. That sort of thing. I would have to sit and think about that a little bit more. I don't know. It's really, there's a lot to sort of dig into here. Again, I think I want to see somebody else playing through this. I want to see somebody else playing through this. I want to hear their thoughts and stuff. It was really, really lovely. What else? I've already talked about the art. I think the art is fantastic, phenomenal. I love it quite a bit. I love it quite a bit. But to be fair, even in like the Vocaloid songs that I listened to way back when, I love the artwork in that too. I just love this art style. I think it's freaking fantastic. And I think overall, the setting is surprisingly well defined. Surprisingly well defined for something that blips out of existence. Even the neighboring cities, apparently, they also get blipped out of existence. So how is that fair to them? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'd say like overall for the setting, and we talked about this before, how visual novels are made with this like general like filter thing to them. It's like a real life photo and then a filter over it, but it felt like the filter of this one was especially like really grainy, in a way that really highlighted how realistic it looked, rather than being like, oh, this could just be any old place, any old high school academy, you know, any sort of thing like that. Which I really enjoy. It helps with the smaller scenes like Marina's bedroom and anything else, but it really helps especially with like the skyline and like as we saw in this last scene, or just like general like seeing the snow on the ground and walking throughout the streets and different things like that. It's a really combined with the words itself and like the poetry of this game, which we could talk about that. The poetry of this game, like overall, it was a really good experience. The writing of this game is one of its greatest strengths. Like I said, and I stand by this, you can take any monologue from Asia. Even if I think one of those monologues goes on a tad too long, you can take any monologue from Asia and be like, I'm gonna perform this in my acting class. There's so much good stuff to work with in here. It's really good. It's really well done. And I think I want to especially go back and reread the one that Asia had read for Ida, had made for Ida. I really want to go back and read that one. But it's just really good work, and I'm glad those the actual poems themselves rather than the writing, but the actual poems themselves, I'm glad those were voiced. I think that was a pretty good call to make it feel more close to home, to make it feel like someone actually sat down and especially wrote this. I mean, you should feel that way anyway. Someone sat down and wrote this game. Wow, what a shocker. But you should especially feel that way for the bits of poetry that she does. Hi, Togo. You okay? She hates the bed. She hates the bed. I'm gonna give her old bed. All right. Well, now I know that mission has been failed. It's been failed forever. All right. Let's see. What else? What else? Anything else that I'm missing? There's no gameplay, so there's not. We don't have to talk about gameplay. There's none of it. There's none of it. Again, I almost didn't get through it after the... Well, it's not that I almost didn't get through it after the first jump scare. It's like I saw the jump scare and I was like, I hope there's no more, please. I hope there's no more of this. I made it through the jump scare. I survived. And the other ones weren't too bad after that. So that's good. That's good at the very least. I think a lot of people who play this game are going to probably compare it, and not to do comparison pieces because I know they can get pretty annoying. But bear with me here. I think, like I said, I think a lot of people who play this game are probably going to compare it to Amori. And I have not played Amori myself, so fair disclosure, I can't comment on anything about the gameplay experience or anything like that. I have seen somebody else play it, and I personally, just to tell you where I'm at, like in my own personal opinion, I prefer this story and game a lot more to Amori. just personally. I don't think Amori is bad, but it really did not vibe with me for a lot of different reasons. I think that the overall one thing that really helps and is to the benefit of this game is that it's just a smaller story. It's just really well constructed. It's very tightly written. It doesn't drag on too long, which I think is to its benefit. You know, kind of like I'm doing right now, where I'm just talking and yapping away. It doesn't do that. It gets, you know, the main character has her ideology and she's very strong about that belief, but it's hammered home to reinforce the ending, which in the ending she's able to be like, I can finally love everything in this world and all it has to offer. Which was really, really good. So it's not I feel like overall it was I don't know, I vibed with this game a lot more. But I guess if you like Amori, I would recommend this game to you too. I don't know. I guess I'd probably do that. I'd put them in the same category still. You know, I agree. It would be so cool to see a replay of this, maybe like in a year or two on the anniversary of your your first playthrough. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I'm somebody who likes to go back. I really don't like to go back and replay through games personally, unless it's like something where it's like you have to go back and see all the endings. You know, I'm not a person who replays video games that much. I'm not a person who replays books that much. I don't rewatch TV series that much. Although I have gotten a little bit better about that over the years. Rewatching TV series or like movies. I'm just kind of more of I prefer to let it. And generally speaking, I think like every 10 years to rewatch something and see how your perspective changes on that piece of media is very interesting. But generally, I like my memories of that one piece of media to stay as they are. And it's like here's what I think is good, here's what I think is bad. It's just personally for me. So I don't think I would replay it definitely not on stream at the very least, but it deserves the second watch through of it, I think, for sure. Anything else that I'm missing? Anything else that I'm missing? Sometimes I have a list here. I have a list here. The music. I am so shocked that it's royalty free. It sounds, I don't know if the game was written with the royalty free music chosen. That sounds insane, and like it's probably not that's probably not the answer, but I don't fucking know. How did you find music that is just like so fitting? So fitting for this one game. Really, really good. Honestly, tracks that I would like, a few tracks, probably not the super duper like I'm going crazy tracks, probably not those, but there are a few tracks in here that I would genuinely just listen to just in general. Like, they're so relaxing. The title theme, for example, is a good example of that. It's so relaxing and calming and soothing. I don't know how you found such good tracks, but congrats. Congrats. They really work well. What the fuck? Okay. I just need to say that. I just need to say that because I was kind of baffled by that. I think that's about it. I think I've hit on most of the points. I've hit on most of the points. I'll inevitably, I don't think I'll do another friggin' little goody two shoes write up, write up thing where I'm like, hey, I have some more thoughts about the game, and it ends up being like, I don't know, like 6 or 7 pages or whatever. It wasn't intentional, by the way. No, not intentional. Genuinely, I think it was like 6 or 7 or 8 pages or so. And I would say, like overall, I don't think I would do that, but I really want to sit down and just like let this game wash over me, because it's a really lovely experience. I really enjoyed my time with it. I am so happy that I decided to play this. I'm so happy that I decided to stream it, because probably after the first jump scare, I would have dropped the game. If I'm being quite honest with myself, I probably would have dropped the game if I were not streaming it. And I'm so happy that this game exists. I'm just really happy. Just really happy about that. So. I wouldn't be surprised if they changed some of the dialogue to fit the music without altering the overall vibe direction of the story. Yeah. And like there's that one it played earlier today when Azia was talking to Lev, I think, a little bit. But it's that one song, the song that played when she was like, thank you. When you say that over and over and over again, and it was cut, like each of the thank yous essentially appeared on the beat of the song. And it's like, I don't know if, I think it was always meant to be thank you, but like even little things about how the visual novel, like the pacing of the visual novel, like each individual line and each individual word, how some of them are super slow and some of them are really snappy, and it's just like in your face, like boom, here we are. Thank you. thank you being to the beat of the song was really, really creative and really, really fun. I think certain scenes, maybe, I don't know, maybe you're right. You know what? You're right. Maybe like maybe like 1 or 2 tracks were picked out beforehand. It's like, this is the vibe I'm going with. This is what I'm going for. and maybe some scenes were constructed kind of around that. I would like to believe, even though I don't think I don't know. I guess it just kind of depends, but it's really, really well done regardless. So but that's it. I think we're all set to end the stream. It feels like it's been a while since I stopped playing a game. Is that true? I feel like I'm so out of practice. It's like, wow, I'm done with a game. I can do that? Games can end? That seems really weird. That seems really unnatural, huh? It's just because I'm playing 100 Line, and 100 Line has fucked up my sense of timing. It's like, games can end? They can't do that. No, fuck no. Fuck no, they can't do that. When was the last time I finished a game? It couldn't have been that long ago because I had just started this game. Oh, but I didn't finish Lost and Found Co. And I still play Tomodachi Life in my off time. So yeah, I guess the last time that I finished a game, like honest to God finished a game, was the Moon Looks Beautiful Tonight Definitive Edition, and that was 4 months ago. The last time I finished a game was 4 months ago. Shit. Well, no wonder I feel out of practice. I haven't done a Final Thoughts in fucking forever. I feel like I've never done this before. Okay. Alright. I haven't had to deal with this feeling of, wait, but just one more thought. Wait, I can say more. I can say more. No, it's okay. It's okay, Courie. Just let the thought lie. It's okay. You're done. You're done. You're done. I blame Ever 17. Ever 17 has been going on since February, which is crazy to me. Crazy to me. It doesn't feel like it's been that long, but it really has. It really has. So imagine finishing games on a gaming channel. Never. We would never ever do that. That was a long time ago. It really was. Shit. Well, yes, I am going to go ahead and I guess look for somebody to raid. We need to put it down this week, hopefully. Hopefully. Although 100 Line might have to go on a little mini hiatus again just to get this done. But I think Ever 17 might be reaching its ends here with what is supposed to be the most crazy, the craziest route of all time. So I'm looking forward to it. Let me go ahead and check here. And hold on. Okay. For raid, Camila's online. Let's go ahead and say hello. Art fight day 6. Makes sense. This game had a lot of good art. Let's go raid into some more good art. I feel like does that make sense? Does that make sense? I feel like it makes sense. Raid Camille Tsubaki. All right, and then let me go over here, and then I will go over to ending screen. There we go. All right. If you are here, thank you so much for joining me today, and thank you so much for joining me on this playthrough in general. This was a really special game, and I'm glad that I finally got to, after like 9 months, I'm finally glad that I got to actually play it. It was really special. I know some conversations are like sidetracky, whatever else is like, but I don't know. I appreciate it. I hope it didn't take away from the impact of the general story, but I really appreciate it, you know, when you come in. It's like, whether you're talking about music or like video games or whatever else. Thank you so much for joining and just talking and chatting for a little bit. I really appreciate it. Everyone have a wonderful rest of your night or day or whatever time it is, and I will be back on Thursday with Ever 17, hopefully the finale, saving Coco forever. Saving Coco and her dumbass forever. Have a wonderful rest of your night, everyone, or day. Bye bye.